Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into the Critically Challenged cast yet again. My name is Jeffrey, and I'm here to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you check out our links in the description, and follow us on our Facebook and Twitter. And that just about wraps it up, so let's go take another hike and get into episode 28 of Desolation.
I think we're on level 5, so you can throw those kind of levels.
Don't worry, I'll throw 20 or 30 level 5 bandits at you. You guys got this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just throw a whole bunch of level 5 PC mountain monks at you guys that have 28 or 29 AC.
Yeah, we can take
You can just stand there and...
I can hit him.
It'll be fun.
I can hit him pretty easily.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the whole
You have
easily.
to roll a 4 to hit him.
Oh, thank you.
Got him.
No, you don't have to roll. You need to roll more than a 4 to hit something that has 28 AC, don't you?
No, I need to roll a 4. Look at that. Bam, hit.
How do you do that?
You just gotta hit him.
Yeah, you just gotta roll high, dog. That's it. It's easy.
Amazing.
That's simple, huh?
Which one of you guys would like to give a recap about the last episode?
I don't even remember what we did.
I remember.
Does anyone actually remember?
I remember.
Do you really remember?
I actually remember.
Okay. You can go ahead and give the recap, and I'll fill in any gaps.
All right.
If there are any.
Previously on Critically Challenged, I got some cool armor, and I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
But
that was the majority of the episode.
But then I didn't, and I took the armor off. So I was like, cool. Let me go show my buddies. So I went back, and I was like, hey buddies, look, I took the fucking armor off. And they're like, oh cool. I'm like, yeah, I guess I can just take it off now. And they're like, oh, okay. And so I decided to put it on. They're like, no. And so then we fought a while, and then I put the armor on. Then I took the armor off to be like, see, told you. But then they stole my armor, and they threw it in a bag. And then my armor got very red.
And then we made it worse.
And then there was a lot of shouting, there was a lot of arguing, and shouting, and oh, you can't have this, Rock can't have nice things. No, and then eventually Dwarven obstinacy finally got through, and I got my armor. And we went back to the Dwarven. This was after many days of arguing. And then we went back, and they still apparently wanted to get rid of my armor, so we went to see a runesmith. Apparently he didn't like that my armor is very
curved.
Alive.
I was gonna say more like a semi-solid liquid.
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
The Terminator from Terminator 2.
So he ran.
Liquid bone.
So then we decided to go visit the what you call him? Priest. And they also were like, oh shit. But they knew, he's not cursed, he's just smart. Which I knew I was.
I don't think they said that.
They said it wasn't cursed.
They did say it wasn't cursed.
But the smart part, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, they said that the armor was intelligent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Smart.
Oh, I thought you meant
that's
Rock is smart.
That's how Rock interpreted it.
Yes. He thinks it was towards himself.
Oh no, Rock is smart. Rock now knows a lot about bones.
Isn't your intelligence still a negative?
Rock has been getting daily lessons on the various bones of various creatures.
He's gonna become like a forensic
bonologist.
Yeah, there we go. Bonologist.
But it's all gonna be sung in songs to be like hip bones connected to the neck bone or some shit like that. It's gonna be completely off.
Find me one bonologist that doesn't sing that song daily.
True. You know what?
Like, oh shit, which was the femur connected to?
They sing the whole thing.
Connected to the leg bone.
So then after we finally put to rest that my armor wasn't cursed and I wasn't going to kill the entire team this time,
hold on.
we decided to leave and go see good old Theodore. He gave us some money for getting a flower, which we also visited at some point. At some point, gave him a flower, and we figured out, oh shit, we actually need 2 more things. Load of bullshit, I say. So then we went to go get some money. We got some money, and as we were leaving, we got fucked. I got big, and I hit a bunch of traps. There were a bunch of explosions, and then I was unconscious, then I was conscious, and then this little cobalt shit ran away.
With the spoon.
Yeah. With the spoon.
Yeah, does about sum it up, actually. I think the only thing that was missing is more for Lion than anything else.
Sense of impending doom coming from inside the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to deal with that eventually.
See, that's why you just always need a sense of
We're
infinity.
going to Mount Doom.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, more like the
legally
Underdark.
distinct. We have to choose
Underdark
a
too.
legally distinct name. but
We're going
eventually,
to.
Right.
We're going to Mountain.
Wait, no. Lord of the Rings can't be under
Doom?
copyright anymore.
Large hill of doom.
Large Hill.
All right, so you guys, we had finished off right after that fight. You guys had kind of tried to see where that kobold had run off to. You know, found that it seemed to have climbed, like around the side of the building, and then down like one of the tiers, maybe multiple tiers of the dwarven structure. So that's kind of where we left off at.
Okay, guys. That little guy fucked us up pretty good. I think I have poison coursing through my veins.
Are you still poisoned?
Are we still? Yeah.
I think technically
don't
we
know.
were, but I think we said we were gonna chill out and
We're gonna go take a
Recover,
rest.
yeah, we're in one of the rooms.
Oh,
or
in the
something.
hotel room.
Maybe we should let someone know that there was an assassin at the palace.
Gronar, can you tell someone?
Couple of moments
What's that
after,
Gronar? Oh, Gronar.
After the fight ends, some guards do like come bursting in. They, it's a decent force of them, about 8 to 10. They've kind of like scattered themselves around. Several of them are kind of inspecting the front area where your battle is, and a couple of them went upstairs to where they heard commotion up there, which is where you guys currently are, because y'all were sitting in that room that you guys like ripped the hinges off of the door.
Oh, completely bashed the door down.
Yeah. And so they walk in and they notice you guys. You guys are all rather fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. So what happened here?
There's still some
Hello,
poison.
Ossifer.
What?
Hello, Ossifer.
Hello, little one. What happened here?
There was
An
a
assassination attempt
assassination
on all of our lives.
Oh, well, I'm glad that it failed. Who did it?
A kobold.
Nonsense. Kobolds couldn't get in here.
Unfortunately, that is the truth.
The two
What are
guards.
those footprints over there?
The two guards beg to differ outside.
The ones outside the window.
Yes, there's
Well, let me go
two.
take a look at it.
There are two guards dead outside, and
Wait, are there two guards dead outside?
Yes.
Can
Right, they
he
were-
take
Oh,
a
that's
look
right.
at it and
So,
step on
his-
one of the traps?
His, oh god. So his companion goes to look outside and inspect the footprints while the first one stays there to talk to you guys.
I'm pretty sure I set off all the
He
stuff.
says, he says to you, Pig, he goes, yes, we did find the other two guards out there dead. Mighty unfortunate that is.
I have a question.
Yes.
They blew up?
Is it normal for humans to raise their hand whenever they have a question?
I think she was
yes, I
talking out of
believe it's
character.
like school or whatever
Good
that they
to know.
learned that in.
I haven't
Uh,
interacted with very many of them.
They blew up. They exploded.
Who?
They had bombs.
Who?
She's asking out of
I
character.
don't remember.
Yeah, because they had like
Yeah,
they
character.
Sorry,
had like
yeah.
massive bombs.
Well, in that
Fucking
case,
British right
I
now.
didn't understand, my bad.
They
Yes, yeah. So the kobold, after killing them, he had trapped their bodies with bombs. That way, when you went to go and investigate
so they
it set it
exploded
off.
them.
Yes, but they were alchemaic bombs, so it's not like don't think like a frag grenade. Think
Right,
like your
okay,
acid flash, your
got it.
fired flash. So it's
I don't know. I was thinking pretty much back
rope
grenade.
and sinks, a lot
Okay.
of different elements all over the place. Like they can still
Okay.
see them. He's gonna have like char areas and places that are
A big hole in their stomach.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
There's no guards out there. There's just some pile of oozes.
That's
oh, trust me, there
Oh,
were guards
that's
before that.
fair. When the
That's
acid
the
start like
month.
dissolving, actually, it's only been a few moments.
Yeah, it hasn't been quite long enough, but I mean, like they're definitely deteriorating. Yeah, in the
What a world! No, they're already there. It's okay. I won't say stuff.
if you have a couple moments, we'd like to get a statement from each of you, kind of describing what you saw and what happened.
As long as we don't need to fight any of those right now, yeah, we can answer any questions.
Fight any what?
Any of those kobolds.
Oh, no. To our understanding, all the kobolds were secured in the mine. I don't know how one got in, but we'll definitely be looking into this some more.
There's a right sneak you
That's
get.
exactly what we thought too, and then, lo and behold, I get hit in the head with a boulder, our several companions get hit by poison and other traps, and this guy
Set off all
He's
the
all
other
sorts of
traps.
fucked up, but that's probably before the
Actually,
You
I'm
can
fine
tell.
now. I took a lot of healing potions. I'm fine.
He took all of the healing potions, but yeah,
All
he's
the
fine
remaining
now.
ones.
Yeah.
And so he'll go like one by one and kind of write down a list of what you guys observed and remembered. That way he can go and take it back to the guard captain.
Yeah.
Did we say we got defeated by one kobold? I meant like 50. Yeah.
And he drops down 50 kobold small army question mark.
Definitely one.
All assassins.
All assassins. Can you tell me what weapons they used? And you said they had
Their
traps
tail.
and poisons and stuff.
What weapons did they have?
A tail and a
He
bow.
had
Do they have
a
a crossbow,
bow.
right?
Yeah,
Or a
I think
longbow.
it was a longbow. Yeah. And he had alchemical bombs.
And boulders.
Alchemic bombs.
And what?
And
Traps.
with boulders, yes.
Traps / snares.
I'm pretty sure he had some kind of
Poisons.
cleats that prevented me from pushing him off the building, as I tried to do. It was either the cleats or the poison that
Question mark?
stopped. That's the reason why I failed.
And we're not entirely
Poison?
sure.
Question mark?
We're not
Definitely
entirely sure if
poison? Question mark?
this applies to all kobolds, but it did climb along the walls and around the corner over there. And I
This
point
is
to
the
the right of the
cleats.
building.
And about that time, the guard that had gone out to like look at the tracks and everything was back in, and he says, "Yeah, there's definitely tracks over there." And so the first guard he notes it down. He's able to climb on stone surfaces up and down the
Like a cellar
Tower.
sheer.
Cliff and
Yeah.
Did you see where the tracks led to?
No, I'm afraid I'm not that good at climbing. But we'll definitely have some of the boys round
There's-
around and go down.
Okay,
and, you know,
yeah.
take a
Yeah.
look, see if we can pick up the trail. But that'll be something that's going to take us much longer. We have to go, around to get there.
Watch out for the traps. He's pretty quick at laying them.
It's quite a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick at laying traps, lots.
Yeah, it's basically. Also, watch out for that entire. Oh, we might have set off all the traps actually.
We'll definitely
You hear an
have some
explosion.
people come by and carefully take a look
Well,
at.
I guess-
the
My
grounds.
I guess that's more traps. Okay.
And he looks at you, Pig, and he goes, "To answer your question, kobolds are rather well known for climbing. Some of them even have wings. At least they can develop that capacity.
Are those just dragons?
Very, very little ones. And as for the traps, like you're saying, we have heard, and when we've seen before, that kobolds are very trap-minded. They call them snares, I believe, and they're very good at setting them up and using them to kind of corner creatures that are bigger than them so they can kill them. Kobolds are very crafty creatures because they're really weak most of the time. But this guy seems to not be.
Would you say that where the kobolds make the traps are called trap houses?
Maybe snare huts.
Snare house.
Good to know. Good to
Interesting.
know.
Do you ever hear any particular music coming from the mine? It's music that might indicate they are laying traps. Oh wow! Oh god, there's traps around here.
They're laying them traps in that trap house again. Damn it.
Not again!
Wait, I think I hear traps.
Freddy from Scooby Doo.
The Mysteries Incorporated one.
Oh yeah.
The one that's like in love with traps. He's like, traps!
Yeah, and then
What do you mean, all of them?
My fucking brother loves that show.
Dude, they're actually really good. Minus all of the characterizations they do, but the show's actually pretty good. I watched it with my brother.
Shocking.
I watched it with Xavier, and I was like, "Yeah, this is." I'm actually enjoying myself.
Huh.
Minus, and especially if you think of the double entendre of traps being the girl boys. That is really interesting.
Wait, so you're saying that every female kobold we see is actually male, and every male kobold is actually female?
Yep.
Well, it's always about the traps.
They love traps.
I love that.
Kurt says, is there anything else for you to report? Any other statements that you wish me to take?
Anything else?
Probably assassin led. Probably Dara the Uniter sent him. Unconfirmed, but I think he's the only one here who wants to kill us. Well, in this village that I can think of.
Yeah, alright, well, let's tell him no.
Maybe
Well.
Wolf the Spider Queen.
Will you be needing medical service, or can you take care of yourself?
Yes.
Oh, we're fine.
Please.
No.
As you like puke out your guts some more.
I think that's the rest of the poison.
I'd like
Yes.
to believe that I'm
Alright.
still suffering from a
Gather
concussion.
yourselves up and follow me.
Sounds good.
Very well.
So he leads you through
Grabs all the guts.
the palace area, over towards more like where the barracks are, and he leads you into this room that's more like a physician's area. And it has several like cots lined up on each side of the wall, and with a lot of like medical tools and everything. And he says, "Go ahead and lay on down, and the doctor will be in here in a couple minutes to take care of your wounds. I'm gonna go and report to Talon."
Sounds good. Thank
Hey,
you.
I don't think you're supposed to float asleep. Don't lay down, please.
No, lay down. Go to sleep.
You might not wake up.
In that case,
Wait, what's
I'm
wrong?
gonna sit
What?
up in my chair.
My memories. What happened? What's wrong with Pig?
Oh,
Why can't you
concussion.
sleep?
You might.
I got hit by a
Oh.
boulder.
You might also have a
got
concussion.
poisoned.
Rocks
See?
literally fell on my head.
I don't think I.
Party
have a
did not die, though.
concussion.
No, she never got hit by
Yeah.
anything.
I don't know.
I think that
I think
you
I was just.
you may have set off a
poisoned.
trap. Or
I
no,
don't
that was just
remember.
rock. Rock
I
set off
think I
both.
said
I dodged it so
Yeah.
good in the
And you
beginning,
also
and then
got
after
hit
that,
too.
I couldn't.
No. She also got hit by a trap. I just set off more traps.
Yeah, you set off a trap and you said, "I get big," and I was like, "Well, that means you take up more space, so that means you set off another trap."
This is 4 traps at once.
Trap City, bitch.
Absolutely good.
So a couple of moments later,
That's exactly what it is.
a dwarf walks in, and this dwarf looks very, very different than like all the other dwarves you've seen because they normally have this like magnificent like beard and shit like that, and this one is actually clean shaven.
Wow, so hygienic.
Brother, what happened to your
Very,
beard?
very short hair, and he's wearing almost like a hairnet kind of thing over it. And he's wearing like very like white, sterile clothes and like gloves. And when you ask him that, he goes, "Well, if you get hair and wounds, it can be bad for the patient, especially with how much stuff gets stuck in a normal dwarf beard. I mean, think about it. When you eat, when you drink, all sorts of shit gets in there.
That's just
And
extra
how often
nutrients,
do you
though.
clean it?
You mean his
Yes,
leftovers?
extra nutrients for you, but if I'm trying to operate on someone and clean a wound out, and then all I'm doing is just putting more shit in the wound, I can't call myself a doctor, can I?
But whenever I clean a
Look,
wound, I
do
just
not- do
you
not-
take a swig, you throw it on there, you take another swig.
Sir,
But you're not a doctor.
You're not a doctor. Please, just trust me. This is also ordered by the king, so it is what it is. Anyways, you don't really seem to be wounded.
Careful, he might be a criminal.
You don't really seem to have any wounds. Why are you
Doctor/slash
here?
criminal.
Are
you daft?
I had a lot of potions. I
It's
drank a
best-
lot.
It's best not
Next.
to
He's gonna like look around and be like, "You human, you seem to be the
I think that was the
worst
last
off."
of the poison.
So you're poisoned. Good
No,
to
I
know.
don't think so.
Do you know what kind of poison it was?
Black.
Oh, okay, that's not helpful at all. Anyways, lie here and lie
poison.
still as he like brings over this kind of like wooden like structure, and he has this there's like a tube connected to it. And he has some kind of like a liquid that's held at like the top of the structure, and he takes your arm and he like sticks it into your vein. And he says that should help to counteract the poison. And let me look at your wounds.
Okay.
And he says, "Are you wearing your bandages and everything right now still?"
I think they're on my. Yeah, because I don't. It's like a.
It's more like a sash.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like a
thing, right?
sash thing. Yeah.
And so he kind of removes it enough so that he can like see your chest, and he like works a little bit on your chest, and he tries to like work on the places that you have like, the traps and the arrows. Yeah, he pulls them out through the back and bandages you up and sews them up. And then once he finishes, he says, "You're going to be in quite a bit of pain for some time. Take this potion." And it's like this small little vial. He says that'll make the pain not hurt anymore, and give your body a couple of days of rest, and you should be fine.
I drink it, and now I'm addicted to opioids.
Yep, exactly.
Oh.
Way to go. Way to go,
As
Chris.
as he turns around, he like rubs his hand together and he goes, "I got another one."
So much money.
Oh, sorry, you were right. You could do this.
I feel good.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Now remember what I told you, okay? You need to stay in bed for at least a little while. All right?
Yeah.
That medicine will make you feel great, but you cannot fight God. All right? Don't try to leave the bed. You will probably fall over."
I can fight God as I like to stumble out of the bed.
And he goes, "God damn it!"
I'm just
It's
gonna fall
like
asleep
it's
on the
okay.
floor.
He likes sleeping on the floor.
He picks you up and puts you back on the bed and like kind of like tucks you in.
Give him a little
Thank
kiss.
you. And then he looks between Pig and
Well, he
Dr. Goodberry.
might have a concussion. I'm just a little worn out.
Important.
So he should be checked first.
Okay. Well, I don't really know much about goblin anatomy. Haven't really had the opportunity to help out many goblins, but most humanoids are the same, so it should be all right. I mean, what happened? What did you get shot? Did you get
Rocks fall.
And you weren't wearing a helmet?
I am, but it's not exactly the
I
best.
see. And so he's gonna take off your little like shark
Yeah.
thing,
Shark
shark fin thing you have on your head, and he's gonna like kind of move your head around. He's gonna be like, yeah, there's definitely a lot of cranial bruising here.
Don't touch the soft spot on my head.
Yeah, I'm trying not to,
You
but
still have
most
that?
of your head
No.
is soft.
It just turned soft now.
Yeah, the rocks made it soft. He goes, we may have to relieve the pressure in your skull.
Sounds good. How are you
which-
going to do that, Doc?
It's not a very fun process.
Sounds good. Make sure that I can't feel it or I'm knocked out or something.
For now, I'm going to give you this to drink, which should help with the swelling, hopefully.
Ooh,
And
orange
hopefully
juice.
That's all that you need.
Drink.
Okay. It also puts you to sleep to help you recover.
Fall asleep.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, you start to like doze off as he's like, now look, you need to rest, okay? Keep your head elevated on the rest of your body. Alright, you need to take care of yourself, and if you aren't feeling better, damn, he's asleep, isn't he? Okay, you.
I also.
What happened to you?
I was also poisoned.
I see.
Yeah.
As he like drags over another one of the wooden structures
Yeah.
and like stabs it at you. He goes, this is some antitoxics, toxins,
Toxins.
whatever. Because that should help counteract the poison. You should
Okay.
start feeling better. Was there anything else done? Were you shot? Do I need to pull any arrows out of you?
I don't think I was hit.
She like turns around.
I think you had to be hit to have poison.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Duh.
So he pulls out the couple of arrows and like stitches you up and bandages you. He
I
goes,
don't feel
was there anything else?
I don't think so. I think it was just the poison and the arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, rest for a couple of hours. The antitoxin should take care of the poison problem, and you should be good to go.
All right.
And then he walks over to Gronar and starts trying to work on Gronar as Gronar complains like the whole time about it.
No, they're battle scars. You can't patch those
It's
up.
like, I'm gonna patch up whatever the fuck I please now. Lay
It
the
was
fuck
only
back.
like 4 arrows. I mean, it's,
Yeah, I gotta take out all 4 of them. Now stop
no,
bitching.
they heal up real. They look real cool when they
It's
heal up.
okay.
And then he like
okay.
rips one out without any like pain meds, and Gro's just
It
That's
hurts
gonna
so
look good. That's gonna look so cool. You cunt.
So Gronar does eventually get patched up, and as the doctor's getting ready to leave, he stops by your bed. Well, so the way that you guys are kind of structured is it's like Dr. Goodberry and Rock are the
Like
closest
we are
beds.
now.
And then exactly, and then the next set of beds, it's Lion and Pig, and then the furthest bed on the left side is going to be Gronar. And so, as the doctor kind of like stops at y'all's bed, he kind of looks between you two, and he says, "That last one back there, the half orc, he is going to need quite a bit of work. So, the rest of you should be good to go in a couple of hours. He'll need to probably stay here overnight."
No, I'm telling you, the scar tissue's fine.
He's already been put to sleep.
Yeah.
He put some extra good drugs in his
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It might be best to just keep him asleep. He'll probably fight you on
He's already tried to a couple of
Yeah.
times.
anything. Literally.
I couldn't get him to remove his sword without putting him to sleep. So,
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
about right.
kind of a scary chap.
It's very
Oh.
nice learning about finances and such.
The economy.
Yes.
Sounds terrifying. Anyways, I'll check back up on you in about an hour or two. I got some other patients in another room, another ward. If you need something, there is a sending stone at the foot of each of your bed. Just press the button, and it will connect to me.
Oh, we still have those walkie-talkies.
Yeah, you guys do.
Those are also something stones. But I think they're
So
connected to what? The
Timothy.
No, it's connected to each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I think you guys have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Okay,
you
we
got
got
one.
Connected to Talon, right?
I think he gave him to us, but I think
They're just for us.
yeah.
Mhm.
Forgot about
So he heads out, and after a couple hours, the medicine that was on, the ones of you guys that would put y'all to sleep, has kind of worn off when y'all do wake up. Y'all are refreshed. Y'all feel good. Seems like a good night's rest, and the doctor was all you really needed. He walks back in. He kind of checks up on each of y'all, gives you guys a clean bill of health, removes the IV, quote unquote, that he has in there in y'all's arms for those of you that were poisoned, and tells you guys that y'all are good to go. He does mention, he says, well, I've done everything I can for you. Try to not get in this situation again, but if you do, please know that my door is always open. You guys are friends of the guards and friends of the king.
Do you think that there's anything that you can give us that we might be able to take with us? Because we've been contracted to kind of clear out mines.
I wish I could. I really do, especially with what you're doing. But most of our medical supplies are going to try to help the people that are suffering from the bleaching right now.
Yeah,
I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry.
Okay, no,
What if we're going to the Underdark?
You should not go there. That's all I can say about that is you should not.
I don't know.
But what if we do, anyways?
Then you're a dumbass, and you should definitely stock up on literally anything you can get your hands on.
Anything you say?
Well, what can we get our hands on?
Take the doctor!
We're going to put you in the bag of holding.
Doctor has joined the party.
Oh no, we're taking a lot of damage. Quick, use doctor.
You just like throw him out, but you throw him too far and he winds up like over to the enemies. He's just like, what's going on?
Doctor has joined the enemy side. What the hell?
He starts just like healing people. He's like, look, I don't give a fuck about affiliations. I'm just here to heal. And it's like, wait, no.
The Hippocratic Oath? No, I took the Hypocritic Oath.
So before he leaves, he gets to the door, he turns around and he says, oh, and before I forget, Talon, the guard captain, has asked to see you once you're good to go. He wants to hear a first count event of what has happened. He said that he's read your briefing, or I think that was the right word. I don't know. The military types have their own words for things. But anyways, he wants to see you and about whatever happened to you guys. So please go see him. You know the way there, correct?
Of course.
Here?
Cool.
I don't know.
You guys have been over here to where his office is, and you do know that it's near the barracks, so you guys can find your way there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll just blame it on me being sleepy.
Sure. I'm gonna go pee real fast.
Also, I'm new. I don't know
That
anything.
way.
The doctor said that, or?
Yes.
No.
The doctor said I have to pee real fast.
Bye, doctor. Have a nice wee.
Or a nice 2 hours, whenever we see you next.
Yeah. Have a nice life.
Because we won't see you next
You
time.
probably won't.
We'll die.
After a couple hours, the doctor came back. He gave you guys all a clean bill of health, removed
there
your
for that.
IVs, and then he said that Talon, the guard captain, would like to speak to you and get kind of a first-hand accounting of what happened.
Okay.
And then he left.
Oh, he left?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to get up, I'm going to take the bag of holding, and I'm going to just start putting stuff in the bag of holding.
Can you describe, or can you tell me what stuff you're putting in there?
Bed sheets, sending stones, just anything that fucking fits. He told us for going to Underdark, we're going to need anything we can get our hands on. And I took that literally.
Rock, I don't think he meant stuff
So you
like
start
that.
to like you get off your bed, you put your pillow in there, you start to like pull off the sheets and put that in there.
Mhm.
As you're doing this, does anyone say anything?
Yeah, Rock, I don't think you're supposed to do. I don't think he meant it like that.
that.
Hold on.
This is stealing.
Those sending stones literally only go to the doctor. How would they help if we're in the middle of a problem and it's like, well, I'm the doctor and I'm here to help a patient.
right.
Well, at least someone would know we're getting fucked.
We have other sending stones as well.
You don't need all this stuff. Can you put those back, please? You do.
Can I get the pillow?
Yeah,
You know,
take
the
the
pillow,
pillow.
yeah, fine. Then you can keep the pillow, but put everything else back. We don't need those.
Okay, I put the sending stone back.
Okay.
I
The
take
sheets.
I put the sheets back.
Okay.
I take another pillow.
No, put that one back. Put that one back. You only need one.
Okay.
Yeah, Groner will get his pillow when he leaves.
Yeah. Speaking of which, he's knocked the fuck out.
So
right
so
now.
should I also put back all these like drugs I took?
No, that's fine.
No,
We might need those.
we might need. We don't know what they do, but we might need those.
Fair enough. So I'm just gonna start clearing off.
No, don't make it too obvious that we took a bunch of them.
Fine. If I am not smart enough to do this, then Lion, you take the drugs.
I'm good.
You still.
We can
still
probably
buy
buy some
opioids.
drugs though.
So where's this town located?
Yes, you said you think you know the way.
I lead the way.
All right, make me a survival check to lead the way.
Okay, that's gonna be a. What was that? Oh, okay, that's a 9. That's gonna be a 12.
All right, good enough. I made the 10, and then I saw how low you rolled. And I was like, "Whoa, maybe he doesn't know the way. I don't know. Like, this is scary." So
We just
you,
take the.
We just take the scenic
you
route.
kind of you walk past his door, or you walk past like the hallway that leads to like where his office is, like twice before you remember like, oh, it is that one. So you walk by, went down a different hallway.
None of us read Dwarvish, so.
Yeah, none of us read Dwarvish.
Brock looks at them and he goes, "You know what? That definitely looks like it could
Actually,
be a
you're
talent.
right.
Maybe. I don't know."
I don't think I do.
Speak all the
Picture of
other
town.
ones.
Yeah.
So you guys, y'all do eventually end up outside of Talon's office. His door is closed. What would you like to do?
I open the door.
So, Pig, as you go to knock, Rock just grabs the door handle and like flings it open. And so your hand kind of like brushes through into the air. And Talon is talking to a guard.
Oh my god.
I
I thought Talon was gonna get assassinated or something.
Oh, I was thinking a thought in my mind.
Just says assassinated as soon as he opens the door.
Right?
As soon as he opens the door, you see this like
Windows
blink
fire.
under his knife.
God, that'd be fucking
So
awesome.
as the door is flung open, you kind of hear like Talon and the guard, like the conversation comes to a stop, and Talon looks over at the door and goes, "Oh, good, you're awake. Come on."
Knock, knock, and walk in.
Okay. He says,
I
"Yeah,
bow.
normally people do knock. People don't normally bow to me, but
I was
thanks."
trying to, and then he opened the door.
Yeah, it's all right. I know about him. Don't worry.
You know about us enough already. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, Talon, how's it going?
I don't know who your newest person is, though. That's
Well, you remember the gnome?
different. Yeah.
Yeah, she got fucked. So,
She's dead.
Yeah, she's
Well, my condolences.
she's our replacement.
She's her replacement. She's a little taller than her, though.
Quite a bit taller.
Yes.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you,
Dr. Goodberry, good to meet you.
Talon. Anyways, I've brought you here to discuss your recent attack. Assassination attempt that was against you. Please close the door.
Close the door.
All right.
Good. Turn around and close the door.
And he says, "This is the."
He knocks again.
He looks at the guard and he says, "Please excuse yourself." And so the guard gets up and walks out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I reopened the door for the guard and then close it behind him. Here you go, sir.
After the guards left, Talon looks at the four. He goes, "I thought there was a fifth one."
Yes,
He's
he got fucked up. So
Doctor's orders. They want him to
Yeah.
rest a little bit more.
Very well, very well. I'm sure the good doctor will take care of him. You guys can just tell him about this later. Please take a seat. I'd like to start with a recounting of what exactly happened. What did you guys see?
Yes. Well,
Kind
it all started when I found this bone armor. So.
Okay,
I
we're going to
think that's
skip
a
that
little too
part.
far back.
Okay.
Oh, you've heard about that part already, so it's good.
No, and I don't really care. Although it does look pretty cool.
So we were walking into the hallway to
Some
go
thoughts.
into the
Thanks.
underdog.
No, we were leaving. We were leaving Theodore's office.
We were leaving Theodore's
Okay.
office, and we got to like the entrance of the cave, and we see two men slugged over.
Cave?
Was it the
What
cave?
cave?
No, we were leaving the
Oh,
palace.
yeah, the palace, yes.
It was the palace cave. So this whole
Where
thing's a
was the
massive.
guard?
It's not really a cave. It's more of a cavern because of its size. But
Where were the guards slumped over?
so like there's like a
Guarding the
gate.
Oh,
It's like think like a big doorway.
okay.
Contrary to most popular belief, we do build structures inside of these.
I thought we were
Caves,
going in a
as
cave
you call
because we
them.
said
Well,
we
they're
were
more
going
caverns,
to the
really.
Underdark.
Due to the
I
size.
said,
I think we were
as she
going
Ah,
towards
well.
it, and we were.
Yeah,
we
that's
left
like, I
the
thought
building.
that
It's a
was
tunnel.
like where
we
we
hadn't
were.
gotten
Like it
there
was.
yet.
I thought it was gonna be one of those caves, like the other ones, like the cave entrance.
No, the mines.
The mines.
Mines?
Yeah.
we hadn't gotten there yet.
No.
We left.
Okay.
It's like we walked out of Curtis's front door and got attacked.
basically.
So we
Which
walked
is
out
what
the
happens
front
every
door
time.
and got attacked. There were two guards slumped over. Rock and I ran up to them, and there was a bomb that set off. And
On each of them or on one of them?
Well, at
I
that
believe
time,
it
it was
was
just one
on-
of them.
And then it was both of
And
them.
And then it was both of them.
Yeah,
so
because
one
they didn't
set
notice
off and
it
then the
on the other
second
one.
set off.
I see.
Yes.
So once you started to look at them and maybe like move them over or something,
So
and
it
set
is
the bombs off. Okay.
Yes. And so then after
The
that,
only thing is it matters on size.
arrows
So,
started
like,
shooting
they-
from I guess like the overhang from where the windows are of the
Mhm.
hotel
And a
rooms.
cave can have a cavern.
Yes.
We couldn't see
So,
up above
all
because we were
caverns are
still
caves,
below
not all
it.
caves have caverns.
But then we got a good look, and it was a kobold.
Interesting.
And then a couple of our party members decided to go around, or it was one. It was just Grunart, right?
No, it was 2.
No,
it's
it
true.
was me and Rogar.
Well,
Okay.
it was Pig after he got hit by rocks.
Okay.
I got hit by rocks and I decided, fuck
yeah,
this.
so he was
I'm gonna
shooting
get some.
arrows at us. He got a couple of us. We got poisoned. Both Lion and I got poisoned from the poison arrows. And Rock did his best and also got knocked down. But he took the brunt of the damage. Thank you, Rock, for doing that. Pig then tried to climb up the side to get up to where the kobold was. Unfortunately, there were traps, and he got hit on the head with a boulder. And
Several boulders.
Several boulders. And so then they decided it might be a better idea to go around and go up to where the rooms were.
It sounds like a good idea.
And that's what they did. Unfortunately, they didn't get there in time.
As soon as we got there,
He
booked
ran
it.
off.
he climbed on the wall and left
And
around.
where he ran off, we investigated after, was off the side of the building, back, and then there was like a cave, like down, or like an opening down. And it seems like that's where he went. So we don't know where he went, who he was working with, how many more there are. We just know that he set a lot of traps, and he was very prepared for us being there.
That is disturbing news, to say the least. We have had other bombs go off in other parts of the town over the last couple of days. I thought that it was just a rebellious
Isolated
group
incidents.
of dwarves that were upset about the current conditions with the bleaching and everything, and maybe it was this person, this kobold.
They did mention that he's probably working with who's the
Those actually-
last
Daru the Uniter. We know that he
That would make a lot of sense.
he has a lot of kobolds under his command and
Yes.
doesn't like the
That would
current
also explain where the
infrastructure.
traps came from and
Though,
the poison. Because
Is slavery infrastructure?
I doubt that one kobold would have enough time or enough materials on hand to make as many traps as you've stated there was. He probably has a way of getting into that mine and resupplying. Kobolds are known for being very crafty. They
Well, I don't know. Even when
make
we
things.
didn't have anything, Quick always just seemed to kind of like pull potions out of our ass.
literally,
True enough, the traps are a little different normally, I thought. I don't know. I don't really do any of that business. I'm more of a. I see them, I go up to them, I hate the shit out of them.
right? You know what?
Very
It's-
simple.
It's
Very
so
simple.
simple.
No,
Yes, yes.
You know, we used to think it was that simple, and then there's a lot of traps we faced in the last couple of weeks, and it's not
Traps.
always that simple.
Lion,
Yeah, traps are very scary. I'm not a huge
Did those
fan.
traps awaken something in you?
It's not. It's pretty scary.
Lion is wearing caution. Talon goes, okay, so it seems that your assailant is able to climb up and down the tiers of this city. He might be small enough to make it through some small cavern or cave that we don't know about. And maybe that's how he's connecting back to the mines. I don't know, with how stretched thin we are in resources, I don't know how we can handle this efficiently. If we assault the mines, it might pull him back to the mines, but it could also just leave us vulnerable here in town.
Why don't we just figure out where the little trail of acid drops leads?
We have people looking to see if we can find where he went,
But
but
if he went into a tiny cavern, then
currently we have nothing.
If he's trying to kill us, why don't we just put ourselves in a vulnerable situation again?
Something we could do, but if he's as good of an assassin as you say he is,
I didn't say he was good assassin.
It doesn't
None of us are dead.
It doesn't necessarily.
He did set quite a good trap, though. That
It
means
doesn't
that he's
necessarily
probably.
mean he's trying to take us out either.
Yeah, it's possible.
Talon said that he set off
Because
several bombs in the past couple of days, so we might not be his priority target. Where were
Could
the
have just
other
been an attack
bombs?
of opportunity.
Yeah, where were the other bombs placed? Do you know?
Most of them were placed in storehouses, places that we would stockpile bolts, arrows, things that we would use to try to fight with, spare materials, that kind of stuff. As it is, we are running very, very low on useful equipment now. We've doubled the guards around the remaining storehouses we have, but even with those storehouses, if this fight in the mines with Daru lasts for more than a couple more weeks, we'll be out of really ways to fight him other than throwing rocks. We won't have enough materials to repair our equipment, make new equipment, outfit new soldiers.
When we face the hobgoblins, they seem to have resources aplenty.
Are we not getting any adamantine from that mine we retook?
No, all of the, not all the adamantine. Really, it's more of a we're stretched so thin kind of thing right now. We don't really want adamantine. We need more steel than anything else. Adamantine is great, but it's hard to work with, and we'll need a large amount of it to make something as simple as a breastplate.
So if we stop the bleaching, would that give us more resources?
Absolutely, we have over double the amount of manpower.
So speaking about manpower, have you guys thought of hiring someone to go down to the ocean and get that little seaweed that what's his face was talking about?
Thought about it? Yes. Know anyone that's capable of it? No.
None of the humans?
Not that I know of. But I'm
is
also
there
not
any-
really in the conversations that revolve around that.
Fair.
Are there any bodies of water that are closer that we can get it from, or is it just we have to make the trek out to the
I'm not a
ocean?
medical expert. I don't know.
Well, the seaweed that
Go
we're
talk to
looking
Kyle
for
or
is...
maybe Theodore. They might be the people that would know more about that.
Yeah, I guess what's the closest... How far is the closest ocean from here? From what they told us, the seaweed is deep in the ocean. But
I
close
believe
the
we're supposed to
shore.
ask Theodore this.
Well, I do know where the closest ocean is. It is due east of us. It's about a week's walk. Well, no. About a week's ride. But there is no path there. It's very uncharted. I can't tell you if there'd be any threats along the way. I also don't know if there's any places for you to hide from the storm along the way. The closest town that is along a beach is about a week and a half away, and that's towards the northeast.
So, how long until the next storm again?
We have the map.
Don't really care.
Yeah, we have the calendar.
I was gonna say
Sounds
who has the calendar?
Talon kind of looks at you guys and goes, I don't really keep track of that. Like, we're inside of the mountain for a reason. Don't have to worry about that aspect.
Fair enough.
I leave that to the humans to worry about.
Yeah, and they sure
Who
do worry
has the
about it.
calendar?
Yeah, so we'll pull out the calendar, the storm calendar, and
Okay. I
take a
believe
look
you guys
at
had a
it.
storm like 3 days ago, so let me roll
Okay.
this. So there will be a storm tomorrow, and then there's going to be a storm. Oh, I didn't take out the other dice. That's so weird. Yeah. There's going to be one tomorrow, and there's going to be one in 10 days.
Alright, so if we prepare ourselves today, or well tomorrow, then we can take our very swift horses,
Very swift indeed.
very swift indeed, and make it to there plenty of time, get the seaweed, make it back before the next storm even happens, and then we just go to the Underdark and just, I guess, fucking die.
The mushrooms that the Underdark mushrooms that are also needed. Do you know if they would be in that cave, in the mines, or would they be?
Yeah.
Would we have access to them
He
there?
rummages around in this like shelf that he has on the back corner of his wall. He pulls out a map and it's got like a list on the right of all these different mines. And he points to one of them and he says, "This mine shaft we closed up quite some time ago. We closed it because as we dug deeper and deeper, we eventually hit a pre-existing tunnel, natural cavern, whatever you want to call it, and it had some trace elements of the Underdark that had kind of started to infect it.
Underdarkesium, yes.
So you might be able to find mushrooms there. Not quite sure how long it would take for you to get there. I have no idea. In our absence, what kind of creatures may have inhabited it, if anything. It could be empty. There could be things there. I think, if I remember, it took our miners several days to get that deep. Maybe longer.
But they were mining at the time, correct?
Well, I'm saying for them to go down there and come back. So,
How dangerous is that area? Do you know?
I'm not very familiar with the Underdark. All that I know is that anytime that we ever reach an area that has Underdark elements, we block it off. Based on what our ancestors told us, we never want to fight anything from the Underdark. It's supposed to be very dangerous.
Then that does pose quite the dilemma for us. Should we go there immediately, or should we try to get the other ingredient?
I feel that speed is of the essence right now. I think
the party.
Well,
No, wait, hold on.
Go over there.
I don't think let's do that.
in our day of preparing for our swift journey, we'll go to the Underdark, get the mushroom, get back up, take the horses, get to the beach, get the seaweed.
A couple days to get.
Doesn't really seem like that's a day of preparing either.
They said it takes a couple of days to get down.
Yeah. And come back.
But I like the enthusiasm, Rob.
All right.
I'm not quite sure what
So,
you're planning.
split the party, take the horses, get down to the Underdark.
No, you already.
Also get to the...
I think in starting your idea with split the party, you've already hit quite the issue. So let's not do that.
So, I don't really know much about what you are talking about right now in terms of mushrooms and seaweed and the like, but if whatever it is that you're trying to do is not capable or not possible in the time frame that you have, the only other way that I can see of us stopping Daru the Uniter is by taking the fight to him, clearing out the other two caverns, and finding out whatever's behind that last door.
Could do that too.
How long did you say that you believed your weapons and armors would last?
2 or 3 weeks at the most.
Could do that.
Have you sought the humans for assistance? I think the Daru threat also threatens them.
We
if
have
they took over the
spoken
mines.
with the human leader. He is sympathetic to our cause, and he has given us some extra workers. But as you know, it's not a very large village out there. Maybe 200 people in it, and most of them aren't fighters. We do have some of our guards are being augmented by human guards, but there's really not even enough human guards to police their own village. So what we're taking from them is already hurting them. We can't really ask for more because they really don't have any more to give.
Have you thought of the idea of large-scale conscription?
We would have to do that to the humans, and that would diplomatically not be good.
Well, I mean, we did it with the half-orcs, apparently.
What if we convince the humans?
Well, yeah, it's a little different.
Wait a second. My neuron is firing.
The single brain cell Rock has.
What if we offered the half-orcs their freedom in exchange for fighting for us?
They are quite the fighters.
They do enjoy fighting. If my time with my friends, whatever.
If the one half-orc I hung out with is any indication, they all love fighting.
Well,
That is a good idea. I will have to bring that up to the king. The only downside is we do not have a huge amount of half-orcs. Maybe 40 to 50.
Well, that's 40 to 50 more fighters than you have now.
I completely agree. We also don't have materials to outfit them with. Because, as you know, dwarves are built very different from a half-orc.
Did we not take out an entire cave of half-orcs?
No, we took out
you fought hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins. That's similar.
I don't think so.
If we did the assault on Daru, would it be basically all of your forces going into the mines?
Yes. Okay, well, I would need to speak with the king to get release of all of them, but it would be the majority. That much I can guarantee. We have to leave a token force behind to protect the king and to police the town, but the rest of our forces would go in.
Do you think... I feel like it would be a lot easier. You said a couple of weeks. You believe your forces can withstand a couple more weeks of fighting him?
Like I said, in 2 to 3 weeks we will most likely be out of supplies. At which point we will be able to continue fighting. We won't be able to... Anyone that gets taken out of combat for any reason, whether it be broken armor, broken weapon, injuries, we will not be able to replace that.
Right.
We are running low on medicine, and we are running low on military supplies.
The medicine y'all have is good.
Yeah, but we don't have very much of it.
A shame.
Yeah.
Shame, I could use some more. Start scratching.
It's really good medicine you got
Any
there.
more of that stuff? I'll pay.
Another idea. When I was talking to Quack before, may she rest in peace, she passed. She mentioned sometimes getting some of her materials from what was it? It was something called a it was a color, a gray market, a black market.
Oh, the green market.
Yes, the green market.
The green market.
They call themselves vegans, I believe.
Was Quack a vegan? Holy shit.
That explains a lot.
She ate berries all the time, didn't she?
Explains why she was so small.
As for the black market idea that you've talked about, we are aware of the black market, and we even have dealings with them sometimes for certain materials. But with everything that's going on in this town, most of that market is pulled out. They don't really care which side wins or loses, but they don't want to be caught in the crossfire.
Right. Do you think... Because I kind of want to go and replenish your... Well, we don't even know if getting the remaining 2 ingredients...
will cure it.
Well, one will cure it, and how long it will take to cure it.
I believe
there could be variants of this bleaching that might make it even worse later. The delta bleaching, the epsilon bleaching,
the alpha bleaching,
that could make
bleaching.
it, and perhaps the current cure that we have just wouldn't suffice against those.
But we do not know what is behind the door.
You might need like a 3rd dose or something of that.
Ooh, that's right. We don't know what's behind the door.
If we take all our forces and sustain heavy casualties without the ability to replenish them, we do not know.
The door opened up and oh shit!
It's Daru. It's 3 Daru the Uniters.
It's a 3-headed Daru the Uniter Hydra. Oh no! It's Randall's Hydra dick. It's become sentient. Shit!
It's attached itself to the wyvern.
Oh fuck!
You're right. Shit, guys! I'm sorry. I didn't think this would happen.
So do we think it's more advantageous to get the remaining ingredients, and that would take us probably 2 weeks or so?
I would say a week at most.
Well, it's
it
a
would
week.
Probably be better.
It's
honestly.
A week journey to get to the a week ride normally to get.
Yes, but we have very swift horses.
We have very swift horses. However, so that's we'll say because of our swift horses, that's 1 week there and back.
Yes, and then down the Underdark is probably another week.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we get captured again.
There's always that possibility that we get captured again, unfortunately. But that's 2 weeks right there.
Exactly. They can last 2 to 3 weeks. So we just have to not fail.
And hope that it's more on the 3-weeky side as opposed to the 2-weeky side.
If the guards are just like defending their forces away from whatchamacallit, or the Uniter, right? Then if we cure them in that time, then
Yeah, the other issue is like, is it gonna be a miracle like day 1 turnaround cure, or is it gonna be a week long? Like that 3rd week is, oh cool, I feel a little bit better, but I'm still not able to fight.
we could also just fucking drug them the fuck up after we,
We'll just give them some ketamine and
yeah.
get out. Give them some meth head strength and
We'll
send them out.
You see
Exactly. That's why I brought up the green market.
that article where they they replace whatchamacallit. What are they called?
Meth.
No.
Meth heads.
Tanker's chocolate.
Tranquilizer darts with ketamine for big cats, for like wild animals, because it puts them down and shit.
Yeah, that'll put you down.
So people keep replying with themselves dressed up as like a bear or a cat.
That's funny. Ketamine's horse tranquilizer, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
they use it for bears and cats
Yeah.
now. And big cats.
Rawr.
Wait, it's horse tranquilizer?
Yeah.
Then why does it
That's
make people
ingredient.
like fucking like?
It's meant for horses, dude.
Well, yeah, but why does it make people like fucking like
You know
spaz
how,
out?
You know how
It depends on the dosing.
Yeah.
you know how like when you
Yeah.
get tired, you're just like, oh, fuck you, get really agitated.
No.
Like when you get super tired, like
Yeah,
you're
wh-
super tired and someone
It's
like
kind
keeps you
of
awake.
like sleeping pills. Like sleeping pills, like they're okay, but they're super detrimental to people if you keep on taking them like all the time.
That's why you're not
Also,
supposed
yeah,
to.
They,
like
they
bath
do
salts are just supposed to
microdosing
make
for
your-
ketamine. They use like
make
they
your
use it
bath
for
time nice, not make
psychotherapy.
you eat your
Yeah,
neighbor's
I
face
had
off.
to take like
I feel like those are different
steroids
bath
because
salts.
of my asthma.
No,
Yeah.
it's the same ones. Those little bath bombs. You have too much of those.
Is that why they're
it's on
constantly
face.
bringing in the Bath and Body Works?
Salt is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, the bath
So you guys
salts. It's
figure out what y'all want to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
bath salts.
we're gonna do.
Well, we're gonna get bath salts to the cure,
Guards.
to the former bleached when we cure them. But
Why am I not surprised?
well, no, because we're thinking like so
It'll just be Epsom salts, not like
Yeah, that's
Oh, so they'll be really relaxed as they die?
not,
They'll be like, man, I'm dying, but I feel good.
This is pretty awesome, though.
want to eat someone's face though. That's what
My
bath salts
side
are.
might-
that's what bath salts did.
Yeah.
when they smoked
Jesus.
it. But,
Oh, see, don't smoke Epsom salts.
yeah.
All right, here we go. We just need to find
I
a
have
chef
Epsom salts
and
at
like a
home.
drug dealer,
Yeah,
and we can make some
okay.
Tanker's chocolate.
Do that.
There we go. Okay.
Use it for gardening. It's for
Yeah.
it's good for
If
Use meth for gardening?
I kind of think we
Epsom
should.
salt.
Shit, I'm gonna garden so
Fuck,
fucking
imagine
fast.
every plant would just turn into
No,
like a
I think the
man-eating
door
plant
thing
if you
is,
do that.
is after we deal with Daru the Uniter. I feel like we can, if we did a full scale assault on his, because he's getting more active.
That's
He
true.
is sending people out to bomb the current supplies. He's preparing for a fight. Based on my warfare lore,
Holy
the seven I have in warfare lore, he's preparing for a fight. So if this continues, they might not last the 2 weeks. It might be advantageous for us to go, just shoot our shot now.
Well,
And,
based on the 5 I have in art, I think they're fucked if they don't get healed.
Is that what your lore is?
Yes.
Art lore?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
stone carver.
That's right, I forgot.
I'm actually an artiste.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's,
I hate you so much.
my current art is the bodies of my enemies.
yeah, I was about to say it's that splattered pattern.
Did you just say the
You're
bodies
really-
of my enemies?
Yes.
You're really into that like splat pattern artwork, you know? Like you drop a water balloon and with paint and oh look how beautiful that is. You drop a body off of a 3-story building, splat, oh look how beautiful that is. You smash someone with a giant hammer, gorgeous.
What?
Splat.
Exactly.
Splat art.
This isn't actually just like a stone cutting hammer. This is actually an artistic stone cutting.
It's a paintbrush for my.
It's also doubles as a paintbrush.
For the canvas that is the world.
Oh, I thought your penis was your paintbrush.
That's Daru.
Oh.
I mean, Gronar.
Oh, okay.
Talon,
Both, probably.
Talon, what's I guess he says, so have you decided what you would like to do?
Not at all. I think we're still okay. You two, you decide since we are split. Attack Daru. Get the plants.
Get the
plants. Huh?
I think if we get the plants, it might be more advantageous for us.
All right, Teresa, you're either the deciding vote or the tying vote.
What?
Attack Daru. Get plants. Which one do we do first?
Choose your path.
Yeah, it's choose your adventure kind of thing.
Well, what was it like last time you fought Doru?
We got fucked.
Then
Well,
maybe we
he has a
I had a
wyvern.
wyvern.
And he
Wyvern also does a lot of
has a
damage.
pick, and when he stabs you with the pick, it also makes you bleed. And then the wyvern would stab you, and that would
Poison.
poison you. And then Daru yelled at you, and then you felt bad.
That was my favorite part.
That was the worst part. He made
That
us
was my
cry.
favorite part.
Yeah, he made you feel bad.
It wasn't the poison or the bleeding that was the worst. It was the tears.
It was the
This is
names.
words.
Yeah, it's the names that he would call you. So, and then he also has a small little cobalt following.
Kobold. Cobalt
So-
is a metal.
No, he's followed by it's fucking metal, man.
Yeah, he's followed by some
This
cobalt.
big ass hunk of metal just rolls behind him at all times.
Cobalt.
Oh, he's also heavily
I should
armored.
level him up, actually.
He's heavily armored.
And do you think that we are prepared as we are now to
Well, the
fight
last
him?
time we went
Because
in,
remember, he's
He went
not
in
just with kobolds, he's also got the hobgoblins on his side as well.
And the orcs.
And the orcs.
yeah, that's right.
And apparently the wyverns.
And
And apparently the hoppies also have some
too,
dealings
yeah,
with them.
we think.
Yeah, if that's the case,
the men and the
I
women-
think
the
maybe
children
the
and the
plants are
women too.
better.
They're all with
And
him as
in
well.
the meantime, everybody here at the Dwarf Kingdom can kind of like prepare, I suppose, to. I'm assuming after we come back with like the flowers or whatever, we would want to attack at that point since there's not a lot of time. So they can make preparations here while we go and do that.
And maybe if we find some stuff on the way, like some
Or
weapons,
some allies.
or some allies, yeah.
Yeah, we can just kidnap some people.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately,
Conscript
conscript some people.
Just like
Same thing,
Daru.
right?
Okay, but here's the thing: we can't let Gronar know that we're not going into a fight, because he will want to.
Well,
go
we're
into
going
a fight.
into uncharted territory where we don't know what the
Right,
creatures
I'm
are,
just saying,
and we're
we
gonna
just-
find out. How
we just
exciting
don't bring
is
it
that?
up.
We're exploring.
I feel like Dory would love that.
No,
we're
Gronar's much
we
more
don't
of a-
know what, or Gronar would
He's
love that. Yeah.
he's a fighter, not a lover.
Well, Gronar is much more.
Well,
of a-
yeah.
Well,
But we don't know what we're gonna fight.
he sure
we
does
don't know
love
what we're
fighting,
gonna fight.
though.
We don't know what we're gonna fight. What kind of
I think Gronar is
how
more like-
thrilling would that be? Like we're just gonna
Ah,
fight
the
whatever
Better
it
idea.
is.
Fight.
What if we get Gronar to stay behind and help them prepare for the fight
I mean,
with his whatever skill in warfare lore he has?
he does have quite the knowledge in warfare.
I don't know. I
That
feel
would
like,
that would also make sure that he didn't have to go along with us.
I mean, he can just sleep in the cart if it's going to take us a little bit to get there. Who knows how long those drugs will last?
I'm sure we'll be able to do it
My concern is he wakes up and he's like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm
Well, we still
here,"
need
and then
to-
we're
He's
out.
like- he's like,
we're
"Wait, you
like
told
4
me."
days away.
Well,
It's like, wait, you
we
mean we
still
couldn't
have
fight
a
things?
day to prepare, so maybe we can ask him the next day that we see
Yeah,
him.
I mean, I feel like he just might sleep in the cart the whole way over there
Well,
until and most of the time we're swimming down in the ocean. He
even
might just
with
sleep
that,
in the cart.
it depends. Are we
Hey.
going into the ocean first, or are we going into Underdark? I mean, I think
Well, the
both of those
Underdark
are
is
pretty bad.
here.
But yeah,
So I think we should probably go to the ocean first because we don't know when the next storm after the 10-day storm is going to be. But in the Underdark, we can go in any time.
Yeah, and the Underdark it might be better for us to be closer here if
Shit goes down.
yeah. So we're gonna get rid of the one that's further away first.
so then to the beach.
Let's go get away.
Beach episode.
Look at
Okay,
turns off
well,
everything.
So you guys finally decided what you want to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Talon,
100%? All right.
hold out for 3 weeks.
He goes,
Please.
We'll do our best. That's all I can promise.
One of you that can write, can you leave a note for Gronar to tell him to like help get the defenses ready?
Yeah, I have my hands back. I can do that.
Oh yeah.
It's just terrible handwriting.
Yeah, you can tell like you have not written enough in your life to really have an idea what the
like,
fuck
yep.
you're doing.
Be back soon.
You know, I don't know what you're writing, but for some reason I can tell that doesn't look good.
That doesn't look like common at all.
I thought you couldn't read.
I can't, but artistically speaking, that looks like shit.
I know what common alphabet looks like, and that looks nothing like it.
Underneath,
how you
I'll
have,
just
like,
write it underneath.
your dominant and non-dominant hand?
Yeah.
Well,
then
neither
write
one
it.
of them are my dominant
Have
hand.
you tried writing your
Write
foot?
what line you write.
feet, yeah.
Well, he probably could write
Write
with his
it with your
fucking
left
feet.
hand.
Oh yeah, so it would be my left hand. Be back soon. And then a little leaf.
Why?
Because it's
That's
from the
my
Hidden Leaf
signature.
Village.
Oh, okay. If you're from the Leaf Village too?
Bebob.
Bebop.
Orb.
Be
And then-
Borb scene.
Saw one.
Be Borb scene. So it looks like smiley face
Take
little
a
leaf.
picture of it so that you can show that and be like, this is what you see next week.
Be Borb scene.
Is that the only note we're gonna leave him?
No, I'll write it underneath. I'll write underneath what
Went to the
we're
beach.
going to the beach.
Be back in a few days.
Going to the beach. Please assist in battle tactics for the dwarves. See you in a week. And then also smiley face.
Yeah, smiley face, but instead of a leaf, draw a beach ball.
Oh yeah, I'll draw like a beach ball. Yeah, or like a little sand castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he might think we're actually going to a sand kingdom. I don't know.
Okay, then
Yeah, he'll
just
set
a
off to the
beach.
sand kingdom.
Just a beach ball then. Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's something now.
Y'all are gonna
It
love
exists.
this.
Alright, so you guys have made your decision.
Yes.
Alright. Talon, he's told you he will try to hold out for as long as he can.
Also, Talon, the half orc that we normally have with us. In case you haven't noticed, he gets quite the excited for battles. You can probably use him to help you
I
repair
will make
defenses.
use of him, do not worry.
Okay, that's
Of
good.
course, they all notice his dick is like their height. It's like their eye level.
You mean our height?
Yeah, well, I'm saying this out of character,
No,
right?
it would be a little bit shorter.
Well, for him,
Pig's a little bit shorter, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
more like a dick stand.
Oh yeah.
Dick stick?
Yeah, like you put it on your night, and it's like, let me just rest it right here.
Yeah.
Wait, if we're not fighting, Pig, come over here.
You need to rest this real quick. take off your shark fin, please.
Stab.
Okay, so I guess let's go get our swift horses.
Yes, Swift.
Perhaps we should leave Bosco with
Gronar?
Gronar.
I don't want.
I think Bosco would enjoy the beach.
Bosco's gonna learn the taste of war if he's stuck with Gronar.
Yeah, right.
No,
That.
that might be advantageous for us. We could have a battle bear.
Battle bear.
I don't know.
You're gonna come back and Bosco's gonna be like, I've been to hell and back and I'm ready to go again.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys
like,
be like, yo, when did you learn to talk, Bosco? What
Bosco's
the fuck?
gonna be there and just rip and tear. That's all he knows how to
Y'all are
say.
gonna get into like a battle. It's gonna be like, yeah, Bosco's initiative is fucking wild. He goes first, and you see him just like jump like 50 feet to the enemy, not run, just so like from a standstill, jump and just
Rip it down.
bite their fucking neck, rip it off.
Yeah, you know, like how if you have a animal companion or a familiar, you have things for like command.
Yeah.
He uses that on us instead. He gives us commands.
We're like, oh shit, that's a lot of enemies. We should probably retreat. Boss is like, no, stay, rip and tear until it's done.
Oh, okay, Bosco.
Oh, what did you say, Bosco?
Okay, thank you. That's my boy.
Okay. So I guess we spend. I think. Well, we definitely need to buy some healing potions now that our resident
Go to the
alchemist.
beach. It's gonna be fine.
I think we need them in general.
Yeah,
Some enemy
also we
crap.
definitely
Oh,
need
God.
healing stuff if we're going to the beach. That's how you get sunburn.
Wait a
Quite
second.
used to have a really
We're
good
going to the
sunscreen.
beach. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Gave
I
you
feel like you guys
vestige
should not
alarms,
think this
but
through.
What?
You're going to the beach to get some seaweed out of the ocean.
No,
How are you guys gonna swim down there? That's all. That's the only. That's the only question I have right now. Like I'm so excited.
We have two ways. He can swim, or I
Or you can
sink.
sink?
Yeah.
That was honestly the only two ways I could think of you guys
I'm
actually
like,
getting.
I
there.
can
Breathe for 6 hours.
Wait, you can breathe for 6 hours?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what water breathing
I
does.
didn't realize you had water breathing. Okay, that makes a
Yeah.
lot more sense now. I'm not as worried.
I was about to say.
When you guys were like, we're gonna go to the beach, I was like,
See, I'm more worried about what we
What?
talked about last time, Curtis.
I'm more worried about Rock sinking, even though Pig can swim.
He did sink, remember?
Yeah.
oh, I forgot about those.
Oh, wait, you weren't there.
Yeah,
Those
there
are
might
cool.
be a potion that
Those were
lets
cool.
you breathe
They were
underwater.
very high
Sure
CR.
there is.
Yeah.
What's up?
So there's probably a potion that lets you breathe underwater
Potion
too.
of water breathing, yeah.
Yeah, and they probably won't need it.
We can just send our goblin down. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's probably a potion that turns us into like amphibious-like creatures so we can swim underwater and breathe underwater.
Yeah, the cheetah elixir. That one's.
The swimming chia.
Yeah, cheetahs can swim.
I thought it was jaguars that swim.
I think they both can.
Jaguars do swim, yes.
Jaguars can definitely swim. I think tigers can. I'm not sure about cheetahs.
Cheetahs do not because there's no water in Africa.
No, it floods sometimes.
Sometimes. It doesn't mean that they...
Like once a
Water
year.
in Africa.
Like,
It
I like
rains.
it's just like it floods.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
holy rain, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so how the fuck are we gonna get down to the ocean? This is gonna be
I don't know,
tough.
that's
So
what I'm
there's
curious
a
about.
spell.
Yeah, this is
level
gonna be
2
difficult now.
spell
We don't
of
have the
water-
swimming goblin.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a level 2 spell of water breathing. Targets up to 5 creatures for 1 hour. And then we can breathe for, and if it's heightened 3rd level spell, it's increased to 8 hours.
Nice.
And there's a gnome gentleman here that we've encountered before who we can buy spell scrolls from.
Yes.
So,
Wasn't he called a Chungus?
Yep, and so,
Yeah, I forgot.
the duration increases until your next daily preparations. Since we're not spellcasters, we don't have daily preparations. We can breathe underwater forever.
There would be a time limit on that.
No,
But
it's just 24 hours.
I can.
But
The time limit is infinity.
yeah,
Sorry, that's not an actual time amounted.
You can breathe underwater, but as long as you can breathe underwater, you can't breathe above
We
water.
wouldn't have-
You say that your lungs full of gills?
All right, Kurt. So
all right. So I guess
To the
we'll
beach.
get the. Well, we need to
Oh wait,
prepare
oh wait,
first.
no, prepare.
yeah.
There's a storm.
To the beach. Oh shit, there's a storm.
We need to go.
All right.
Get the scroll from Chungus.
And we also need to prepare a cooler with some drinks.
We need to get some drinks. Yep.
A lot of
Yeah,
drinks.
and don't get regular ice because it'll melt in the time that we get there.
Also, how
enchanted
do
ice.
scrolls-
Yeah,
Okay, dry
yeah.
ice.
Can anyone cast through a scroll, or do you have to have
I
a?
think
No.
you have to have a spell casting.
So that means that Grona needs to go with us.
I
Because
think you do.
the last time
None
that
of
we
us are
used
spellcasters.
scrolls...
Maybe we can find a potion.
Randall was a
I used
spellcaster.
Actually,
Oh.
it might just be an
Wait.
Arcana thing.
Does
I don't have any spell casting.
okay?
Yeah,
No.
She has innate abilities. Got
I'm
it.
skilled in like Arcana and stuff, but
Skill actions.
yeah,
Let's see here.
because we need that. We need to know that too. If Grona has to come with us.
We
to
could always
cast.
just try to find potions. Like you don't have to have a
Well,
spellcaster to drink
the
potion.
potions are a lot more expensive than
They are
because the underwater breathing is like a third, like us. It's the one that we want would be a 3rd level spell, or we can do the 2nd level, but it's only for like an hour.
It
of
would
underwater
probably be
breathing.
more advantageous for us to use
Sure it'll-
because in
But,
case there's like
um,
encounters and shit.
Yeah, in
the
case we get
underwater-
like kidnapped
the
The
again.
underwater potion
That's when we
it's
get
a lot.
like
The
Atlantis.
potions to breathe underwater for like an 8-hour potion, it's like 500 gold,
Consumable.
I'm just saying, I'm going to talk
and I
to
think
sharks
it's
over there.
less. What's it called?
Yeah, but the dwarves might be willing to give it to us for cheap. It's not like they're going to the beach anytime soon.
Yeah, well, if they
we're
have it
also
prepared.
friends of the king.
Yeah.
Friends
That's
is
a very loose
Wait,
term.
was it the human king or was it the dwarf?
No,
definitely.
not the
Definitely
human
not
one.
human.
Well, actually, human
Okay.
king kind of likes me.
us.
Okay, yeah, because the
No, the
dwarf
human king
king
kinda
was
likes
like,
me.
go. Remember, he was like, go
Kinda.
get your
They only
materials
gave you
and
a bunch
stuff,
of
and like
fruit.
you're a friend of the king, so
No, that
I'll
was
help
the
you out.
Yeah.
The king was like,
they
yeah,
might
guys,
help
kind of
us
an
out,
asshole.
but
Well, yeah, that's the only thing we can
we
agree
know
on.
for sure that they have a
So
scroll
what it says is
guide.
it says to cast a spell from a scroll, the spell must appear on your spell list. because you're the one casting the spell, use your spell attack roll
So it
and
is-
spell DC.
Okay,
Spell.
there's the
have
question.
to-
Can a champion even cast water breathing?
Is he a champion? I thought
He's
I think
a
cleric.
priest, or he's a cleric.
He's a cleric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He's a war cleric.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, well, can he cast Holy Mat? Like, is water breathing?
I don't think that's.
I
Well,
think
I mean,
champions can
I'm looking
anyway,
right
though.
now.
But
yeah, you'll have to
It'll
look
be
up the
divine.
spell.
I was gonna say, I think
and see-
champions are also holy,
Champions
anyways.
I don't know if they actually-
Well, because the thing is
basically.
that his
I would-
deity, which is where he gets a lot of his spells from, is evil.
Yeah, that's right. He is also evil.
It would still be holy.
Well, no, he's neutral.
Yeah.
His god
Because
is.
but his god is like
Underwater,
chaotic evil or some
underwater breathing. Water breathing is a divine spell as well.
Oh, it is
So
a
then
divine spell as well?
he should probably be able to cast it. It should be something that is on his list. The other thing is, I'm pretty sure that with the way that his spell casting is, I think he automatically like knows all the divine spells. He just has to prepare them. So
I think
he could sit there and the next day be like, okay, you can all breathe underwater now.
I could just bring random water.
I mean, or you can just sing
Yeah, that is
No,
Big
he's
and
gonna
by
make-
himself and be like, swim.
Yeah.
I could.
Swim the big and
I'm just
swim.
gonna talk with all the sharks and be like.
If we bring random,
Sharks
he's
would
just
be like,
gonna
"That's a
make
tasty
more mean
snack."
songs.
Oh, we could also just try to get the blessings of the shark god so we can also swim.
Blessings of the shark god. As if you're worthy enough.
Come from the guy that saw this guy and went, ah!
Hey man, look, he's still terrifying. I don't care if his blessing's helpful or not. He's still a scary
fucking
shark.
Okay, so that's it. Then we have to bring Grono.
Well, not necessarily. We can just try to hold our breaths.
My tribe still fears but respects sharks because they are
'Cause
both
they
very
are
powerful.
sharks.
They're powerful, but also very scary.
Wait a second. Here's an idea.
I mean, Pig could also
Maybe if
always
I
just
kill a
get the
fish
seaweed by himself.
and give the bones to my armor.
What?
Well, because my armor changes based on what type of bones I give him. So if I give it like a fish bone, maybe I can get like some gills or something on my armor.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna do that. Because if it was
He'll just get
cursed still-
He'll just get a
so if it was
fin.
cursed still, and if it was still growing into you and intertwining its essence with your essence, then yes, it would be capable of doing that because it could physically change your body.
Yeah.
But now that it's no longer
That's just
cursed,
an
it
armor.
can't do that.
It's just an armor that talks to
Maybe
you now.
your bone armor can make like a long ass snorkel.
That's a possibility.
There we go. Save money. Me and Pig. Another world
It'll
adventure.
maybe consume something that has like leather to it or something that will make it like waterproof in that area. But yeah,
I don't know. It's just like a really, really, really long femur, and then you just take out the
Yeah, so
marrow.
like instead of it being a
I'm thinking
full
he's gonna
body
let you down
armor, the
because
full
if
body
it's
armor
just
will
one
just
piece
turn
of, like,
itself
bone,
into a
it'll have to be
snorkel.
like this. It'll be like I'm at the bottom.
No, yeah, that's what he's going to be doing.
You know, just staring straight
He'll,
up.
he'll have to feel around for the seaweed. yeah.
Just suck in the air like a straw. But anyways, okay. So Gronar can sleep on the way over there. Unfortunately, we have to take unless we're gonna spend some money. Oh no, we can't because we can't. None of us can cast.
We also could just kidnap a priest.
We don't need
Hello,
to kidnap
priest
them.
of.
I mean, you never
They're my
know.
favorite
We're
priest.
going to a beach. Maybe they have like a scuba store.
I mean, they might, but I think it's better to. It might be better to Gronar just sit out on this adventure and just. All right, guys. I don't like water. I have to take off my armor. You guys can breathe underwater.
If anything,
I do
since,
actually think he would say that.
Yeah.
since
That's
my
fine.
tribe is from the beach, I wonder if there might be any more. We could be running into some of my folk.
Wow, very interesting.
Good old water goblins.
Yes, water goblins. We're blue instead of green.
Yes, the good old green goblins in the
For
water.
the fruity taste.
We can't say green goblins.
I said goblins.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I'm just saying. But just to
All
clarify.
right.
we
So
can't-
what do we need to prepare to go?
Okay.
Sounds great.
Gronar.
Horse.
Okay.
We need a
Horse.
Probably rations.
We have a couple rations.
have a
I think we
couple.
bought some rations.
No, we'll be at the beach. We'll be eating seafood.
It takes a couple of days to get there.
I think you question how fast these horses are.
I said a couple of days.
You question how fast
He literally told us it's a week to get there.
Technically, I think he said it was like a week and a half to get to the
So
closest village.
me saying a couple of days, I think is really high hopes for these horses.
Don't underestimate our horses. They're scary.
I think
They're
that's
terrifying.
I'm not underestimating. If anything, I think I have a pretty good estimate. Otherwise, I'd be like, it'd take a week and a half.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, a couple days, you know.
Our 2 horses is
of
like
days.
15 horsepower.
Oh, it's a little bit more than 15. Maybe we should ask Theodore if there's a closer body of water where that we might find the seaweed or the alchemist guy.
We can ask the alchemist too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We could just ask that.
Yeah, we could also just ask that.
It's like, oh yeah, this is just a beach right next door.
It's like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, just go down in the well, like for some reason, like some weird growth, we'll probably use
Sometimes
that.
there's some seaweed over there. You can try there. Yeah, we'll go up to Kyle and ask him, hey, any idea where the seaweed shit is?
Alright, so you go all the way down to almost like the base tier of the fortress.
Put on my mask.
Yep, put on your mask. And you see that they've opened up a new cavern. Has now been dedicated to the sick because there's that many more since the last time you guys were here.
No shit.
Kyle looks like he hasn't slept in a couple of days. Like he's like very frazzled, and he's like mumbling to himself as you walk up, as he's like making notations on a sheet of paper.
Hey
he
Kyle,
does not notice
we're back. We were here earlier today.
So,
hi.
What?
You know what the seaweed that you're looking for is?
Seaweed. There's a lot of different kinds of seaweed.
The one for the curing the bleaching.
One
Oh.
the only one that matters. The one that's close to the shore but deep in the ocean.
Yes. I've heard it grows in the ocean near coral reefs.
Yep.
And I've also heard talk from the stone giants that it grows in the hot springs on the mountaintop. Something about hot springs of healing properties up there. I don't know. Those are the only 2 places that I've heard of it.
Dang it, we were just up there too.
Fuck. Is Robbie still down here? You we'll get a ride from him? I really don't want to go up the mountaintop again. How far is the ocean or the coral reefs from here? Theodore said something about one week and a half. Talon said something about one being like a week and a half away.
Well, that one's not near a coral reef. The coral reefs.
Ooh, that was a close one.
They're further north, probably another week or 2 north.
I guess we're going back up the mountain.
Dang it. Hate that place.
Fucking hate the
I
mountain.
could have talked to some sharks or something.
Well,
It's so fun.
I was excited to go to the beach after being up in a cold ass
We
mountain.
can still go to
You
the
see
one.
Dr. Goodberry in her sundress and the sun hat and everything.
I take off my real quick. I bought this new speedo.
Like
I'm started prepping. I got my
Okay,
sunglasses
I'm glad
and
we
got my
asked.
sunscreen.
I'm
the
glad we
sunscreen
asked.
just like right on your nose.
Okay. Well, if it's that'll be 2 weeks travel then.
So we need to go up the mountain.
All right. So here's the deal. We'll go up the mountain, get the stuff, go to the Underdark, get the mushroom, then we'll come back, heal everyone, fight Daru, and after we do that, then we'll take our beach trip.
It's
You know
such
what?
a complex
You know what?
plan.
That's a very good
After
plan.
this
I really like that.
Okay. Kyle,
Yes.
ear things. For
Ear
the
things.
harpies. The
Ear
harpies are still the harpies.
Oh, earplugs. Are you sure you want that?
Well, it's that or be seduced by harpies and potentially killed.
Fair enough.
And trust me, they're very good at seducing. They've got him
captured
twice.
and
Okay, so I feel bad about giving people these things. It's like they're so nasty. So y'all are gonna have to come with me, so I can show you what we make them from.
that's fine.
Are you sure?
You don't have to show us. You know, I don't need to know the way the sausage is made.
I have to.
Yeah,
I don't need to know the way the sausage is made to know that it's
Before you
delicious.
put this in your ear, like you have to know. So
No. You know what they say. Ignorance is
no,
bliss.
you have to come see it if you're gonna get the earplugs.
All right.
So you guys follow him into this. It looks almost like they have along one wall, right? And he takes you guys out of the medical rooms that they're holding people in, and he takes you into this different room. And there's several different alchemic items that are set up there to process things. And he goes, They're through this door right here. This is where we harvest them.
Oh, beaded curtains. Nice.
No, I'd say it's like a wooden door.
Still starts going
Wooden door.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he opens up the door for you guys, and it's like pitch black in there. Which one of you guys has like dark vision?
Nope.
All right. So he then
You can put on
hands a
your
torch
goggles.
over. So he hands a torch to you, Lion, that way you can see it. And he goes,
And then I'll just take my gold.
"Go ahead and go on in there. I'll be behind you guys."
All right.
So as you guys walk in, like it's not a very big room. It's maybe like 20 feet wide by like 20 feet long.
We're all
And,
just
like,
cramped together.
Along like the walls, you see these like super almost like albino white like worms. And as they like scooch along the wall, they leave this like weird sticky substance behind them.
I touch the worms. I want to pick them up. I want to pick one up.
Okay.
I touched the substance.
Yeah.
As you pick up the worm, you can feel that like along the bottom it feels almost like a mucusy kind of like,
Oh my
thing.
gosh! How
And
amazing!
they're like very warm to the touch, and it kind of like tries to like sniffle at you,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh.
tries to like suck on like some of your fingers. And
That's
like,
weird,
or
you
something.
kinky little thing. No.
As, yeah, that wasn't what most people say.
Oh, it's just
You guys are weird.
it's just worm byproduct. Oh, okay. That's
Pig, when you touch the sticky stuff, it kind of like it's like almost like an opaque kind of like substance, and it kind of like you like touch it and you like pull your hand away and it like droops as it's like stuck to both the wall and your hand.
Does it feel like you know that slime that we would have that you like throw up at the ceiling and it would like stick to the ceiling?
No,
Like
not,
snot or whatever.
not-
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Or like you
that-
would make
oh,
it in school.
yes,
like
yes.
that.
I know what you're talking about now. Yes, and that's what
Yeah.
it feels like. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm just gonna start playing with it and make little balls.
And the whole time I was
From
just
it.
like, oh.
you know,
Is it
it's
safe to
silted,
eat
right?
You guys are
Or-
kind of
Like slugs. Like that's
Yeah.
normal.
Do
Animals
you know
that
what silk
byproduct,
is?
that's what they do.
No, I don't know what silk is.
Oh, okay. Well, it's really nice, and it comes from worm poop.
I have an idea. I'm
You know
gonna.
what spiders
That's
do?
nasty.
I mean, you haven't put a cobweb or some spider webs in your wounds to heal them?
No,
That's
that's
just
not.
spider
That's
poop.
not medically
That
sound.
sounds a little bit
I don't think
unsanitary.
anyone else has done
As
that.
I'm playing with the
You should
fucking
never.
poop.
You should never do that.
You don't eat a bowl of spiders
No.
to help cure your poison?
No, I eat a bowl of nails in the morning.
Oh.
Without any milk.
Oh, shit.
right this way, man.
All right, so I'm just gonna.
Kyle is like beyond confused and scared for your lives.
I'm gonna walk up to the wall and I'm just gonna ask my armor. Hey, if I give you some of this, do you think you can do anything with it?
You're asking who?
The armor.
The armor
It's gonna
looks
become
at it.
sticky armor.
And it
Yeah, we got something.
right.
Yucky.
like from like the shoulder like comes out and like touches it like on the wall, and it kind of like sucks in a little bit of it and he goes, nah, nasty, not bone.
Ah, thank God. I was
Can
about to
make
eat it.
sticky?
How big are the worms?
Push mark,
And
push mark,
like
push
like
mark.
a portion of like your
I'm
hand
assuming
becomes
it's
like
like
sticky,
this big.
Wait.
and it can kind of like stick to like a wall, but it doesn't stick very well.
I have an idea. I'm gonna like try to like be like, okay, so you're gonna extend yourself. I'm gonna throw it at Lion.
Okay, so you like you
Snail?
ask it to like extend out, and so it extends and it like pushes up against Lion's back.
All right,
Just make it
I'm gonna try to pull him.
Okay. So like without like grabbing, right? You're just like stuck there. So you start to try to pull him, and like his clothes kind of like pull back first, and then it kind of like slowly applies pressure to him, and then the hand just loses its
It's like a
suction.
little sticky.
Yeah, you made a
Yeah.
really long, sticky hand. That's gross.
This is
You should just
Kyle
go.
says,
Very interesting.
Well, apparently you seem to be fine with where it comes from, so I can make you some earplugs.
We have seen and eaten so much worse. Don't you worry.
That's very
you know,
scary.
it's hard
Yes.
surviving outside of this mountain.
I've heard.
Yes.
Never been,
Yeah.
but I've heard.
His one of his weapons is made out of this sentient tree, and it had blades for arms. So you know, that's
Terrifying.
like his weapon is basically made out of that tree's skin.
I have a question. If we take these worms outside, will they die? Do they have to be in the dark?
They
or
do have to be in the dark.
Yeah.
That's I mean, torches is okay for a very short amount of time. But
Well, I can't see now.
one of the reasons that we've had such a hard time making this earwax is because every time that we find these worms, they're very rare. Every time we find them, we've inadvertently killed them in one way or another. They are very, very particular creatures in what they can eat and what kind of conditions they must be kept in.
What do they eat?
Not very much, actually. It's a very particular kind of moss.
Interesting.
You grow it along the walls.
Wow.
That's why they like...
Did you eat the moss or did you eat the
moss.
Okay.
Oh no.
Make me a con save.
It's just the fucking brown mold again.
19?
You're after a couple minutes, you get a very euphoric feeling, and
Nice.
you are having a hard time kind of focusing.
Yeah.
But your world seems so much more vivid than normal.
It's also glowing.
You know,
He's nice.
these
fuck.
worms, pretty cool guys.
Kind of goes.
I had a good day today, guys.
He walks over to you and he grabs you. and Goes, "Come on, follow me.
I haven't
You can do it. Just
felt
one foot in
this.
front of
Yeah,
another.
another
There you
one.
go.
I haven't felt this
I'll
good
put
in
this slug back.
a while.
It's okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
gonna-
it does feel great, doesn't it? You guys just sit right
While
here.
he's leaving, I'm just gonna start collecting some moss.
No, don't do
Well,
that.
you kill the ones.
You kill the worms. We need those.
They need
Just a little
he
bit.
asks you to drink this like poultice that he makes real fast, and
Yeah.
afterwards the effects start to decline.
I
And
have
he
a
walks-
question.
He walks back in and sees you gathering the moss, and he goes, "What are you doing? You
Well-
dumbass! How daft can you be? Just stop!
I'm not gonna eat it.
Get
I'm
out.
not gonna eat it.
You will remove yourself right now, sir.
All right, so I take the moss with me.
No. Gods!
All right. So,
God damn it, Rock. I'm just standing in the corner.
One of the guards runs in and says, "Yes." He says, "That man is stealing the moss.
No, I'm using it for a weapon.
No, you are not. You are going to return it right now.
We're fighting Daru.
We do not care.
right now.
Put the moss back.
Drugs.
But think if we
Sir?
can make the
Sir,
Rock.
you will
The
put...
moss
As Tyler,
the
as
worms.
Tyler.
You will put it back right now.
Tell him I have an idea for a chemical weapon.
You will put it down right now.
Fine. And I just whisper my
I don't know
Can you like hide some of that real
what's
quick
worse, stealing
as I drop
candy
it?
from a baby or stealing moss from worms.
As
he's
you
done
drop
both.
it, your armor tries to eat it. Make me a deception check. I think deception is a skill, right? Yeah, make me a
It is.
deception check.
Yikes.
It's gonna be a 13.
So both Kyle and the guard notice this happening. And they say, "What is your armor doing to the moss? Didn't we? Why? Your armor needs to put the moss back."
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you please put the? It's dumb. It's kind of like a dog.
Just have it do it and stop talking.
Just put the moss down.
So it puts the moss on the ground, and the guard just points out.
You know, I was having lots of fun learning about these worms. I didn't know how it works out.
Me too.
All right, now that everybody's out of the broom,
Yeah.
that'll wear off in a little bit.
Cool. Welcome to
I will have one of my technicians start making some earplugs for you. They should be ready a couple of hours. Come back down here, and I'll have them in my main lab over there.
No problem.
Is there anything else?
Yes. So, is there anywhere aside from that one underdog place where we can get the mushrooms?
Not that I know of, but there might be an alternative to the mushrooms.
Oh, go on.
I have heard
Is it also up the
Not
mountains?
more obviously.
right?
No, do tell. As I'm just pretending I'm writing stuff down.
I have heard that in the past there was a forest to the south of us
Nope, not there
that
anymore.
had some kind of a fruit that grew from some of its trees that had very, very good healing properties. that might be a good alternative to the mushrooms if we're not able to acquire those.
And how far away is that forest?
You recall that I think it took you guys about a week to get there?
I think we were there
Underdark.
earlier. Not sure how much of that forest is left. Some hags turned into a swamp.
That would explain quite a lot.
Yep. We found some of them, but probably not there anymore. That forest got fucked up.
That is unfortunate.
Some of the forest, out of character, was supposed to heal after we left.
Yeah, but it's supposed to take some time.
Right.
Like it took a long time for it to become a swamp. It's going to take a long time for it to.
Right. Okay.
It was just I think
it's
when
because
we
you
left
said
the
it got
forest,
fucked, so I was like, did we make it worse somehow?
All of the creatures. We
It's
killed
debatable.
We killed
The guardians of it are dead. It's
Yeah.
just by itself, except for one dryad.
one dryad there right now. So
What
it's
a
not whole
good
lot.
campaign, the last dryad.
Yeah, it's not a lot of.
But I believe that Dryad can save the forest.
Yeah, other than that, I've not heard of any other plants
And
that could give an equivalent benefit as the mushrooms.
Talon was speaking to us about the mushrooms. Do you know anything about these mines that he was referring to? They said that it had some Underdark elements in there.
So these mushrooms, they only grow in places that experience corruption from the Underdark. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is an avenue for the Underdark. Like, it doesn't have to be a complete opening. It could just be like a slight opening between a cavern of the Underdark and a cavern that isn't of the Underdark. And it could allow for corruption to seep in. But the only place that I've heard of, and this is mostly from miners and the guards, is an old mine shaft that got closed down. And it's because apparently as they were mining out, they opened up to a rather large cave system that was part of the Underdark. And so they closed it off.
Talon mentioned something about you digging too deep and too greedily.
Oh, yes.
An awakening.
And awakening something from the Underdark.
Okay.
Boom. Drums in the deep.
Shut the fuck up.
This enemy is beyond us. Fly, you fools.
Fly, you fools.
Yeah, I should have the hobgoblins play drums as they go to war. That'd be perfect.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Okay.
Anyways, if there's nothing else that you guys need, please come back in a couple of hours. I have patients to see to.
Okay. I want to look for Robbie.
Okay.
Because we've been here for a day? Like less than?
About there.
Yeah, I want to see if Robbie's still in town.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a society check, please.
Society.
We live in it.
That's an 18.
Alright, it takes you about half an hour, but it's pretty easy to find the only 8-foot tall being in this town.
Yes.
So you can see him from you're searching the second tier, and as you kind of look up and around, you're like, there he is.
I'm gonna run over to Robbie and was like, "Hey, Robbie, turns out we're gonna need a ride back up the mountain."
He goes, "Oh, wow. Okay. It'll be the same fare to go up as it was to go down.
Sounds good. I remember what that was.
It was 10 gold per passenger.
Ah, yes, I remember.
I'm sure you do.
Would you like some earplugs?
Really good.
Would you like some earplugs so you don't?
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah. Where'd you guys find them?
Worms.
I haven't been able to buy them.
Yeah.
Worms. That sounds kind of weird, but
Well, we'll have to talk to.
I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
We'll talk to
Whatever
Kyle and have him get you some ear poop.
works. Ugh. That sounds a lot worse now. I'm not sure if I like that.
Sorry, worm secretion.
That sounded just as bad, actually. But if it can keep it,
Worm
I don't have to hear certain
There we
things. I
go.
think that'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll ask Kyle to make you a pair too.
Fantastic. you just like sprint back to Kyle.
Kyle, can you make some variety?
Not even any startup. He just starts running next speed.
Well, I think it's his assistant that's making
Oh,
us. So.
Kyle's assistant, can you start making some Varabi too?
So you go back to like
bad.
where the worms were, and like there's a guard standing outside of it. As you walk up, he says, "Halt! You're not allowed in here."
Oh, no, I wasn't going in there. Who's the gentleman making the earplugs?
Oh, that's Bobby in there.
Okay, well, can you inform Bobby that we need some for the stone giants as well?
Stone giants or stone giant?
Giant.
Well,
I'm not.
For Rob.
it's just for Robbie. But
One
just,
extra pair.
yeah, just one
Okay.
giant.
Well, how much poop do you have?
One just giant.
Well, you're
extra
not there,
pair.
so it doesn't matter.
I know, fair enough.
Just one,
Yeah.
His ear's about this big.
Right. Got it. That big.
Okay, yep, that big. About the size of your head, actually. Now that I'm looking at it.
Very well. I will. I'll let him know.
Sounds good. Okay, we're gonna need some of those for him.
So after you leave, the guy then like walks in.
All right, Robbie.
Discusses it.
They said they're gonna make you a bear too.
That was quick. You did it in
the whole
literally
way?
2 seconds. How did you do that?
It's fast as fuck, boy.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to run the whole way though. I mean, you look pretty tired now.
I think I need to get the drugs out of my system.
I
think I'm
I've been
sweating.
there.
I'm just trying to sweat the drugs out.
Let me tell you, have you ever had fermented mammoth milk? Woo!
That sounds
That's
like
cheese.
yogurt.
That's why it's so good.
he really likes yogurt. That's just his thing. He thinks that he knows what you're talking about. He just really likes yogurt.
Oh, you mean
Like,
yogurt?
for
No,
him,
you can just
for him,
try
it's the
a
same kind of
detox
high.
drink, and it'll make you poop a lot, and it'll just get everything out of your system.
I'm afraid to poop in the dwarves' village. I don't know what they're gonna use it for.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't think your poop is beneficial for anything.
They have toilets that aren't just connected to this.
It's not one poop. It's the secretion. It's not the same thing as
Oh my
poop.
I'm just
God.
saying. I feel kind of weird about it now.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Anyways, okay.
Because well, when do you guys want to leave?
I think we just have to
Right.
wait for the earplugs.
Oh yeah, after the earplugs.
I'll wait till we have everything.
So maybe
set.
tomorrow afternoon after the storm.
But we still have
Oh,
our
yeah.
full
Yeah.
gear.
We need to get prepared. Everybody needs their cold gear.
And where are you guys planning on
Oh no,
going?
I already have it.
Okay.
My armor's full gear, huh?
Where are you planning on going?
The healing hot
The
springs.
hot springs.
Oh, up near where the frost giants live.
I'm sorry, the what?
Yes, the frost giants.
Oh, we can visit your
They make
friends.
their well. I'm not really sure how many of them are left.
Do you think?
Well, okay. So I've heard some disturbing rumors that the harpies killed most of the frost giants because for some reason they really wanted that hot spring. I don't know why.
Ah, shit.
But so the gentleman that we escaped with, he was going back up there to see how his village was. When he had been captured, his village was in the midst of fighting off the harpies. We never really heard anything because we made a deal with the harpies so that we did not get wiped out. But hopefully he'll be back by the time that we get there, and he can tell us what's going on. I mean, the frost giants, they're very strong people. I doubt that the harpies are giving them too much trouble.
Well, the thing is, we don't know who's in allegiance with the harpies, and that's where the problem lays.
True. To be fair, the harpies kind of kill anyone that messes with them. So
Yeah.
it's normally better to be in allegiance with them than to not, unless you know for a fact that you can defend yourself. Anyways, I'm sure everything's fine. When we get there, I'm sure we'll find out that the frost giants are doing great, and that they've eradicated all the harpies that were there, and everything's good.
We can only hope so.
So we should probably get
True.
weapons or something. I don't trust that everything is going to be okay.
No, it's definitely not. We're gonna be up there and it's completely gone.
Yeah, we definitely need ranged weapons for everyone.
Just toss me.
Just toss me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Toss me.
We'll just
Toss
get.
me.
Rob
Don't
has
tell
that
me.
like really like great bow, right? You can just use it.
It's
Whatever it is.
it's like a
A composite bow or whatever.
yeah, it's like a composite longbow, but it's
huge.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not huge. It's just like slightly bigger than normal.
So maybe we can use that for pig.
Now that I have my hands, access to my hands, I need to buy a sling. 'Cause I can use a sling.
I love it. I never thought I'd hear the day where you were like, "Yeah, Lion's gonna use a sling. That's fucking great."
I mean, it's
It's great.
the only
best
thing that I
ever.
can make a ranged weapon
Have you ever
attack
thought
with.
about like a gun?
Can you use like a bow?
It's simple weapons only.
I think composite bows are martial, so yeah.
I think the bows are martial weapons.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna go buy a sling,
Sounds wise,
and then
especially if you're planning on fighting something that's flying.
do we need anything else? Or I think
For
we're
the trek up there, I don't know. Make sure you bring some rations, cold weather gear, your normal stuff.
Have those.
I won't be able to take you all the way up the mountain. The last portion after my village will have to be on your own. I have my own responsibilities that I'll have to take care of in the village, as I'm sure you understand.
That's fair enough. Yes.
Probably be a couple days walk to finish getting up there.
Yeah, just as long as you point us in the right direction, then I think
Well,
we'll
it's,
be
it's
okay.
very hard to go in the wrong direction. Just go up the hill, not down. Very, very easy.
You'd be surprised.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
Do be warned, it does get extremely cold after our
Oh,
village.
I can use
Probably
a crossbow.
for about half a
I
day.
don't think we can. Is there extreme cold gear that we can get? Or no?
Well, I think if you wear cold weather gear, it like lowers. It lowers it to like the next like less severe.
Yeah.
So if you guys are in like extreme cold, it'll only be as like moderate
Severe
cold or
cold.
something or severe cold.
Yeah.
We can
So-
also check and see if anybody
So once
has
you
something that-
once you get past that half a day or so walk of extreme cold, it'll start to get less cold because you'll be getting closer and closer to the hot spring.
Right.
It's at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can just make it past that, you'll be fine.
Well, we can
Well-
also try to see if there's somebody that has something that like lessens the colds.
We can talk to Trouble. Oh.
Why'd you have to bring him up then?
Well, I mean, he would have been the one I would have talked to.
Yeah, but he's dead. Most likely.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen him.
Wait, I was sure that me and Quick saw him die.
No,
Oh.
No.
I think you were unconscious.
You probably heard him go,
I thought he
and
died,
did.
and then I went unconscious.
No, they knocked out the remaining people, and then he was the only person that was left. At least that's how I remember. Maybe I'm wrong, but
No, he died in the middle of
Damn.
did he?
Rock and Quick's pursuit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he did
Well-
fire one arrow, but they fired the fuck
They
back.
did a lot, yeah.
So you probably heard a
Yeah.
and then and then that's it.
Anyways, I will conclude my business here, and tomorrow afternoon, let's say we meet up at the tavern, and we can go from there. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Fantastic.
Actually, slings are free.
They are?
There's no price, so I'm just gonna like.
Can I get a sling?
I'm gonna go buy some bullets, I guess, for 1 copper. I'm just
Nice.
gonna- some copper.
Just ask the guy for a sling. He's like, oh yeah, here you go. It's just underwear or
It's
something.
just like a pocket full of like marbles. So I was like,
I'm gonna get more than 10 arrows.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Do you want to use my arrows? Because I just realized that I shouldn't
many do
even
I
be
have?
using any weapons at all.
Why?
20.
I know I wrote them
Yes,
So
I
down.
did.
you
Yeah.
fired a couple.
Oh,
Oh.
in the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I will also take your bow
Take my bow.
and your arrows.
Don't take my sword though. That's my only memory of Quek. No, I'm just gonna keep it on me.
Is one of your
Fair enough.
anathemas using weapons?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
That's
about
wild.
it. I forgot about it, and I've only used like a weapon like maybe once or twice, but still,
Yeah.
it's important to know.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just say that, it was okay those times, but if it happens
10
again, it's going to be not
bolts
okay.
Yeah,
10 bolts is 1 silver piece.
because then I don't get the
Okay.
blessing of my god.
So I had already.
If I turn into a shark, I don't get the shark
It
bonus.
comes in 10.
Yeah.
I say that I had 10, and then I used the 3.
Alright, so you guys stock up on supplies,
So I'll have
whatever you guys
17.
need. And is there anything else you guys want to do today?
Go to Frank and Sinatra and ask if they can climb mountains.
Okay.
Just take like everything.
So you guys show up. Frank and Sinatra each in their own.
I'll take a boat.
Pins.
It's the same.
And Bosco
So.
is laying in between them. Looks like there's an area in between the pins that has been like broken out to be like big enough for Bosco to like walk in between.
Hey
And
guys.
so he's just chilling.
Question. How do you guys fare on cold weather and climbing mountains?
Well, I don't know. Have we ever climbed a mountain, Bosco? Not. Sorry, I don't know why I said Bosco.
Bosco, have you ever climbed a mountain before?
Bosco just goes, and he looks at him and goes, yeah, so it looks like we've never climbed a mountain, actually. But can't be that hard, right? Actually, what's a mountain?
I don't know. We've climbed a mountain before, and it was pretty hard. What if they have like Skyrim horse physics, where they can climb up mountains
This
vertically?
thing that would
by the way,
inside
Who
of
are you?
new. Oh no, we already met, didn't we?
No.
I came last time. Didn't we come and check in on
Yeah, we
them
did.
first?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We briefly introduced you,
Yeah.
but they're mimics. They might not
what's a
remember you.
mountain?
The thing that you're currently residing in, the whole thing structure all the way to the top.
The whole
That's the
shebang.
mountain.
Well, I mean, it's not like I have to climb right now if I walk around in it, so it can't be hard to climb it, right?
How good are you at climbing in general? Like, could you scale a building? If you wanted to, could you just like walk up the walls and...
No, can't do that. Haven't eaten anything that can do that.
Oh.
It's also
So
very
no.
cold.
Well, then.
Extremely
You want to eat a
kinda-
heartbeat?
Yeah, it's extremely cold actually.
We don't do so great in the cold.
You know what? Then that means
Okay,
it's
so-
I mean, if we
be fair,
if we
neither do
ate
we.
something that had a lot of fur on it, maybe.
We could make them eat one of the mammoths.
Or we can just give them mammoth meat.
That sounds pretty tasty. Where are they at?
But are they...
How
Up
big
the
is it?
mountain.
But are making mammoths? Can you turn into like a mouse and fit in our pockets?
No,
Or do we
that's
want
too
them
small.
to go with us?
No, I mean, it might have been easier to climb up. I didn't know if it was easier for them to climb up the mountain than us.
I mean,
If
Robbie's
not, then-
taking us most of
Yeah.
the way.
It's just that last trek of the journey. But you know, that's fine. We got it.
Sorry, guys. Can't
Alright.
get much help this time.
It's
Do you want
okay.
more food though? Because we're starting to get kind of hungry.
I thought we fed you
Yeah.
last time, but
Well, I
okay.
mean, you did, but Bosco, look at him. He's a grown boy. He needs more
You're
food.
right.
He's like doing push-ups and shit. He's like, I require food.
I'm gonna be the biggest bear ever.
All right, we'll try to find you guys some food. Any requests?
Bosco really seemed to like fish.
I don't think there's much fish here, but if we find some,
Well, then maybe meat
yeah,
or
he's a growing bear.
berries.
He's a growing bear.
Maybe both.
Yeah, you
He
got it.
seems to eat both of them.
Surf and turf, you got it.
Yeah.
We go procure
Actually,
them
since
food.
he's a black bear, he must like beets.
Yeah.
I hate you.
And
He's a beat.
Battlestar Galactica. We should probably get him some books.
He,
I didn't find
he's a
any of
grown
that,
boy,
but I
he's
found this
smart.
single beet. So here you go.
Bosco sniffs it and he does eat it. You can't tell if he likes it or not, though, but he is definitely eating it.
That's all that matters. Good boy. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go sleep for the night and oh, we should probably write a different note for Gronar.
Oh, yeah,
Guess
not
it's
going to
very
the beach.
basic.
Not going to the beach.
Groner's gonna be so
Sleeping in
confused.
different room.
Sleep in room, no beach. What?
Okay.
The confusion.
Yep. And then we sleep for the night, and then I think everyone has cold weather gear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think
And we
we're good.
didn't want to look for anybody that had anything that might lessen the cold.
I think Trailblazer's dead.
Well, no, not just
I know they have
Trailblazer.
potions.
Like, that's an-
but
yeah,
I don't
like
know
if-
if the potion
We
will.
could. That might be really expensive.
Yeah, it might be kind
Fair.
of expensive.
Okay.
Outside of that, I think we're good. And what does extreme cold or regular cold do? 'Cause if it lowers it by one,
Let me
Makes you
pull
really
up the
cold.
cold rules.
yeah, because we'd be facing extreme cold, but if we're wearing our cold weather gear, it goes down to normal cold, normie cold.
Normie cold.
Let me see. Where is cold at? So it would be considered major cold.
Major cold.
Yeah,
major
what
cold.
you guys were experiencing
It's the same thing.
at the level that you guys were at, like where the Stone Giant Village is, that's moderate cold.
Okay.
So major. Let me see. Okay.
On this thing, I have normal, mild, severe, extreme, incredible.
Where did you find that one at? What page?
518.
Oh, okay, that's a couple pages down. I think that's the one that I was using then. But they have a different thing also. Okay, yeah, here's the cold one, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking extreme cold. So it'd be minor cold every 10 minutes. So, let's see.
That's without cold weather gear.
Yes.
So with cold weather
gear,
goes
I
to
think-
severe cold.
No. Maybe. Yeah. I think with cold weather gear you go to severe cold. Let me pull up the. Where were those rules at? Oh, they're somewhere. Might have been reading the Arctic section. Where's page down? Dang, sucks that one page down. Let's switch. I thought it was under Arctic, but I guess not. Blizzards, sandstorms. Rain, temperature. Appropriate cold weather gear such as winter clothing can negate the damage from severe cold or reduce the damage from extreme cold to that of particularly severe cold.
It's not as good as the first two.
Okay.
So
It's just like go have like free shit.
So yeah, it would go from instead of it being severe, instead of it being extreme, it'd be severe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys would take minor cold damage every hour and
Okay.
fatigue in 4 hours.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Or can we?
Cool.
Well, I can negate the cold damage basically, just because I can heal all of us within an hour.
Or can you?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's good then.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes, okay.
Thanks for asking. It's just the fatigue in 4 hours is
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
that's the worrying. But that's just we have to take like a short rest or something.
I think fatigue is only solved by a long rest.
Oh, okay. So if we travel in cold weather for 4 hours, we get fatigued.
So fatigue is like a -2 or status fasting. Fatigue is under it. -1 status penalty, AC and saving throws while traveling. You can't choose an exploration activity. Recover from fatigue after a full night's rest. So if you guys were doing something like tracking or moving carefully as an exploration activity, you would not be able to do it after you're fatigued.
Okay.
We always move carefully,
No, you don't.
except for never.
Yeah.
And I guess while we're on the trip, we'll ask Robbie how far it is from his village to the stone village or
Okay.
the ice village.
Okay. So are you guys ready to set off?
I think so.
All right.
Yes,
So he
if
loads
it's
you
the
guys
next
up.
day already.
Yeah. He loads you guys up and he starts taking off. And as he's making his way back up the mountainside, just making small talk with you guys. And that's when you ask your question. He tells you, "Oh, yeah. It takes me about 2 days to make it up to the mountaintop. So with your shorter legs, maybe 4 days in total."
And there's no way you can take us up to the other village, right?
No, sorry, I have too many responsibilities in the village.
Can you throw us?
Oh, I could
Pretty
throw
good
you, but
distance.
that
I
wouldn't
mean,
really
or
do
maybe
much for you.
do you have a friend that might be able to?
You know, maybe like a bum or something in the he has like no responsibilities, and we can like, hey, yo, can you take us
I
up?
mean, you can always ask around. I don't know. Most people don't make their way up the mountaintop,
I
which is
see.
the problem. If there was a reason for us to go up there, I'm sure that any of the other villagers would be more than happy to take you up there.
I mean,
But without us really having a cause to, it's too out of the way.
I mean, with the frost giants having possession of those hot springs and the harpies wanting to get possession of those hot springs, doesn't that make you a little curious as to what it is about?
Not particularly. I kind of just want to take care of my flock and make sure that.
Fair enough.
Man just wants to farm.
Maybe you just want to, like chill out for a day. I mean, you spent God knows how long in the harpy thing, the harpy gladiator stuff. Maybe you want to.
I'm trying to
come
avoid
with us to
the harpies right now, not go towards them.
No, just take a load off. I mean, we have these earplugs, and we're all capable fighters. So we can just take a load off and hang out in the hot springs.
Yeah, relax in the hot springs. That's actually a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
You want to join us?
No.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to.
It's a good one,
make it
but
on
nah.
All right. Well,
your loss.
We didn't have the harpy, the non-harpy infested hot spring all to ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Fine, let's go.
All right, so you guys arrive at the village several days later, and in the village there is a frost giant. And there seems to be like a small kind of gathering around him as he's like kind of talking. Let me see.
Dr. Goodberry, you speak frost giant, right?
Jotun.
Yes.
Frost giants.
Jotun.
Talk like what their
Good old Jotun.
language is.
They just yodel.
Speak Jotun.
You just say like, "Yoo." Okay, you speak in common.
Oh, okay.
His name is Timmy,
Oh, nice.
and he's blue.
Oh.
Because he's an ice giant, right?
Yes,
Frost giant.
absolutely.
He's blue like you.
So I'm guessing we failed that last campaign. I became a frost giant.
This is way in the future.
Or you succeeded and you became a frost giant.
Fair.
Holy shit! Yeah, you completely abandoned the oceans and they just froze over.
And so as you guys start to approach, you can hear him say, "We need your assistance.
We need your assistance
to fight back against the harpies.
To fight back against the harpy.
They have pushed us out of the hot spring.
Damn it.
We no longer have access to the mountaintop, and we are living on the outskirts.
Ah, fuck.
Any
The
warriors
exact
among you,
opposite.
please join us.
I
The
suppose
harpies
we're
seem to be doing
warriors.
something evil to the hot springs.
Yeah.
We walk up there.
big stick. Please come with
Can you
us.
give us a ride? We'll just hop from one pouch to the other pouch.
You pop up out of the pouch and you're like,
We can help.
hey!
Can you give us a ride?
He looks down at you because he's so tall, and he's like, "Oh, you were the lads that were trapped with me, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, I definitely. Aren't you missing one?
No, no, the Gronar. He's
Gronar.
he's also dead. Yeah, he's got fucked up. He'll be back.
Understandable.
Yeah, he's resting.
He didn't look too good when he was screaming as he ran,
Oh yeah, when he was naked. Yeah.
so I can understand. Anyways, yes.
It could be.
I'm taking any and all volunteers. Anyone that wishes to strike at the harpies, especially if you have any kind of divine nature amongst you. We seem to kill the harpy and it just kind of comes back.
Shit, we gotta go.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Wait, no. It's bones. I can do it.
Then they come back as flesh.
It just grows
just
out of
flesh
him.
golems.
Just fuck. That was Gronar's whole thing. We gotta go back for Gronar, Robbie.
Nope. We're going.
Also,
It's
did you guys
fine.
remove 10 gold from all your inventories?
Yes.
Okay. For the travel fee.
It's fine. We'll just do this without. Holy shit.
Hey, Robbie, do you have any holy shit in here? Some holy water? Some.
Robbie goes, I mean, never really been much about the whole gods and all
I mean,
that.
not like you specifically. Maybe some of your clan.
No, not.
Wait.
God.
But I will say this. The whole reason that the hot springs are on the mountain, the legend that we have about it, is that area was made for us giants. The gods of water and the gods of stone and the gods of the forest gave us a place to live, that we could live in peace and harmony. And so up on the mountain is where that place was made. And it's said that the waters of the hot spring on the mountain are supposed to connect you to the divine. So if anything, that should be holy, right?
What if we make our own holy water?
I think that's a better
I
idea.
don't know.
All right, so I think I've seen how priests do this.
Christ.
What was the name of your water god?
We just call it the god of the water.
Okay. So give me some water. All right. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Oh, water god, bless this water so we may smite your enemies. Amen.
Lightning strikes.
Try saying it in Joden too. Maybe that'll help.
I guess I'll say the same thing, but in Joden.
Do your best impression.
I don't know
Is
what
that
it
how
sounds.
giants
I
speak to
don't
you?
know.
How do you think giants sound?
I don't know. Yeah, they just. I'm not
No
gonna.
way.
I'm not
Giants
gonna
will
go
speak
at all.
like fucking Viking language. You all know.
Everyone speaks Viking language.
All right, so we got some holy water.
Yep.
I think we're ready.
You guys firmly believe y'all have holy water now?
I'm not sure, but okay.
To anyone slightly educated in making holy water, they know you do not have holy water. But I don't think any of you guys are educated in that kind of stuff.
Not all.
Probably not.
I have a 6 in religion.
You know that's not holy water.
You know what? It might help. It's good to have
We're
water.
on top of a freezing mountain. I'm sure we throw some water on them.
Are any other stone giants gonna come with us? We're probably gonna need some help.
Robbie?
Robbie goes,
Come
I've
on.
already spoken to you. He says, no.
Come on.
No, not Robbie.
on, Robbie, let's go.
I just said that he just like plucks you from his pouch and like drops you on the frost giant's hand.
Fine. But I want those earmuffs back. We'll give them to this guy.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Very well. He'll probably need them more than me.
Yeah.
They're like really fucking waxy.
Yeah.
Just huge. Hey, I forgot your name.
Timmy.
Here's some ear plugs
What am I supposed to use these for?
so the harpies don't scream at you.
Oh, nice.
What?
And he like puts them in his ears and he goes, "Are you ready?"
What?
Aye, Captain.
What do you
can't hear
say?
I don't know. I'm wearing the earplugs.
Huh?
What?
You gotta get in the pouch.
I'm gonna hop in the pouch.
I
Okay.
think he said get in his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Start crawling up.
He looks down at you. He's like, "What are you doing?"
What?
And as he says "doing," like he opens his mouth like really big.
Oh, perfect.
Before you get to him, he like plucks you off his shirt. He goes, "No!"
What do you want me to do?
After he puts you in his pouch, he goes, "Stay!"
Oh!
He said pouch.
And we sit down in his pouch.
He looks down and he goes, "Ready?
Put up thumbs.
Okay!" And he
That's
starts,
actually
like,
middle finger in joke.
making his way up the mountain.
Did any of the stone? There's like a whole thing of stone
No.
giants. None of them volunteered. Oh my god.
The peaceful
All of the
people.
ones that volunteered were sent to the gladiatorial pits.
Oh,
So all the
Yeah,
ones
Robbie
that
was the
were
that's
last one.
right.
fight.
He was the
Yeah.
last one.
No more warriors.
So you guys are making very good pace up the mountain.
Wow, look at us. I'm making such good pace. I'm so
You
fast at
guys-
climbing mountains.
You guys only take cold damage.
As he says, you're peeking over your head out of the pouch.
I'm
Right?
so fast.
And you're
Look
just
at
like,
me.
look at me, I'm so quick. And then like the teacher showing you like, fuck.
I'm like, oops, a little code. Let me just.
You guys, it takes you guys about, it's only gonna take 2 days to get to the top of the mountain. You guys only go through that area of extreme cold for about 2 hours.
We're gonna back to the
So y'all only take a little bit of cold damage. You'll take 9 cold damage.
Okay.
While you guys are fatigued, it's not really like you have to like do anything. So, you're all good
Alright,
there.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Alright, I heal everyone up.
I'm fatigued.
nice.
I'll just pick it up.
Jeffrey, you heal 23.
Nice.
Rock, you heal 19.
So,
19
after,
as well. And
So it's a 4.
so you guys start to get warmer and warmer as you're making your way through the second day up the mountain. To the point where like you don't even really even need your cold weather gear anymore. It's actually kind of hot. with
Oh
your
my
cold weather
gosh,
gear
it feels like a beach day. I should have
Oh.
brought my hat.
on. The Timothy the frost giant, he kind of stops and he looks down and he says, when do you want me to drop you off?
I mean, we're going to the hot spring But
I
mean,
don't
guess,
know how far you can take us. I know
Well, I can take you all the way there. I don't know if you wanted to like stop before I got there.
Oh.
Maybe we should and get a rundown of what's going on.
I mean,
Yeah, let's stop. Let's converse about what's happening and what we need to do, because we don't know.
Well, okay. There seems to be 5 harpies. They're all wearing weird bone armor stuff.
Damn it.
And they shoot arrows.
Okay.
They've done something to the spring. And it's, I don't know, there's like weird roots that are growing around the spring. And they have some kind of an altar made in the middle out of these like roots. And they put something on it a couple days back. Ever since those roots started to grow out of the spring kind of lost its like
Healing?
sparkle?
Cool.
It seems to be darker.
That's not good.
And sometimes there's like weird little flashes of like red lightning through it.
That's super
That
not
could
good.
mean anything.
No, I think that's like one thing.
And
Yeah.
Lion, for you, that feeling of like dread, despair, evil, darkness, it's only grown
Mm-hmm.
more and more over the past couple of days. And within like that day that you guys like waited to like rest, it went from feeling like it was lower in the mountain to much higher in the mountain.
Yeah.
And the feelings are slowly starting to feel like warped. Like you used to feel like you had like a really good connection to it, and it feels like maybe something's interfering with that connection, or maybe something's like changing what you're connected to, and so the signals that it's sending to you are not as they used to be.
Yeah, and all the drugs in my system are probably fucking it up too.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm thinking,
Do you need any other information?
do we need any other information?
I don't know. I mean, harpies, arrows.
Fuck them up.
Bone armor.
Bone
But they
armor.
can't die. They keep coming
Oh
back.
yeah, what is the thing about they coming back?
Well, I hit him with me mallet, and he went squish. And then like a day later, he got back up.
Oh, it takes them a day. Okay. Have you squished any other ones, or just that one?
A couple.
And then you come
And
back
it
a day
takes
later?
A day?
It's different for each one. Some of them come back faster, sometimes it's slower. I haven't been there that long. I mean, I escaped with you guys like 3 days ago.
Right.
But from what the others tell me, they come back at random times.
Okay. So, yeah, we got 5 harpies to take care of. I think we got it. Any of your village?
How would we kill them? How would we get rid of them?
See. If you remember, the harpies were real big on wearing that bones. And what do I have? A bone-eating machine.
Yeah, so if we take off their bones, they can come back all they want. They'll just be a pile, though.
I mean, push comes to shove. I just have an infinite supply of bones.
Well, I'm concerned
True.
because
Yeah.
their bone armor would have been like the previous bone armor that you had that was cursed. Would that then make your armor get cursed if your armor is the one that devours it as opposed to the other way around?
Well, let me ask. What do you think? You think you're stronger now or stronger back when you were just stupid armor?
Strong now.
We got this.
Scary other armor.
Oh. Wait.
Do you want to eat the other armor?
No. Scary.
Is the other armor that
Originally.
Grave Knight stuff?
Scary.
So
It's not that Grave Knight armor, is it? That's gonna make them come back as like undead revenants and destroy everything?
that is what it is. That's the bone armor.
Your bone armor.
No, that's bone armor.
Your bone armor.
Oh.
Bone armor goes.
So maybe we should focus on trying to get as close to the middle of the thing as possible and removing whatever's in the center.
Oh, you can eat that at least, right?
Maybe?
Can I
Get
do
couple of
a
the giants that
religion
can
check?
stand up.
I guess it would be a religion check. Or you tell me what it is. So they mentioned something about the river being blessed by like gods and stuff. Would it be like, would that water
Talking about the hot spring, right?
Yeah, the hot spring. If we like took away the corruption, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would that water potentially?
That would be a religion check, yeah.
Okay. Would that water potentially like fuck up these creatures, or?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me religion.
That's a natural 1.
You are uncertain of if it would help or not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you get with the natural 1, man. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's like, we definitely need to
Sure.
throw our holy water out. That'll fuck them up.
Okay.
The one that we made
I
specifically.
think we need to get what they're obviously guarding what's in the middle. So if we remove that,
I mean, you can also, take 10 minutes to think about it and ponder it. Did you also pick
It's a
this?
5.
Nice.
Plus your religion.
Yeah.
So 5. Cool.
Nice.
You
Better than that would be.
have only ever worshipped the shark god,
Yeah.
and as such, you really don't know much unless it's about the shark god.
Because
And so you think the shark god, if he had blessed these waters, he would definitely eat your enemies.
Yeah.
Might also eat you, but definitely eat your enemies.
Because my thinking is that I would have a little bit of familiarity with it, because the only other healing spring thing that we've had also had the shark god, and also had a dragon too. But
Yeah.
most of the shark god thing is what I'm concerned about.
Does anyone else want to try? Or do you want to take 10? Lion?
I mean, if I take
I
10,
can
that's
try.
just 10 plus. Like, I take 10 minutes, but it's just 10 plus my religion, right?
Which is what?
It's 6.
Oh,
So
16?
You can give it a shot.
That's
still.
better.
23.
Okay.
That's a lot better.
You are fairly certain that based on the lore that you've heard, like based on the like what the giants have told you about their legends and stuff, that this hot spring is like for some way, shape, or form blessed by some type of a god, and that if whatever corruption there is removed, that it should be suitable to at least harm these creatures, if not destroy them.
Okay. So I think a good idea would be to go directly to the hot spring first. Maybe some of the other frost giants, like maybe 1 or 2 more, can come help us out and kind of fend off the harpies while we try to get in the center of it.
Alright, so I'll run straight to the center. Have my armor eat whatever in the center.
I don't think your armor should eat it.
I mean-
don't think your armor would like it either.
I mean, it ate the last one.
It will eat the last one.
Did it eat it or did they fuse?
It
It
more
ate
or
it.
less ate it,
Okay.
which is what caused it to fuse.
Well, we'll
Is your armor
we'll
okay
figure
with
out
eating?
how we'll get rid of the thing in the middle.
Armor, are you okay with eating some slightly untasty things that might be evil?
Are you okay with eating another red orb?
Red orb tasty.
I take that as a yes.
Well, at least we know that's an option. Okay, Timney, do you think that one or a couple of your frost giant friends might be able to help us out? We're gonna try to get into the center, but we're gonna need help fending off the harpies that are around.
I'm sure some of them will help. We do like to hit things. So
Wonderful.
yeah, I could probably hit a couple
Hit the
of them.
harpies as much as you can.
Yeah, and once
Sounds good.
we fix the spring, we can just throw the bodies in the
In
the
the
thing,
thing,
and they'll
and it
just-
should. I'm hoping that it'll uncurse them or at least unalive them for good.
Unalive them, I like it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. That sounds like
I was gonna say undead, and I was like, no, that's what they are now.
Undead them.
Yes,
honestly
Okay.
that's more
I
of a
will
plan than we
head
normally
to
have.
our village then.
yes, let us bring them to life so we can bring
Continues
them
to
to
like
death.
run over to the
There we
village.
go.
About half an hour later, you guys get to the village, and the village is like in shambles, and it looks like it's been like a war zone for weeks, if not longer. Like most of the buildings are destroyed. Most of the giants aren't like they're just kind of like sitting around, like you know what I mean. Like they're mostly like on the streets kind of thing. They all seem to have a weapon of some form, but most of them seem to be very unmaintained. You know, there are chips in them. Some of them are broken. One of them is just using a fucking tree that he found. Like, he was just like, well, my hammer broke, so it's tree time.
All right,
They seem to be very
I respect
dejected, and there's not very many of them.
just You have a lovely village.
And then looks at you and goes, "Are you mad?"
No, I'm actually
Thank you.
feeling
I guess.
better than I have in a little bit. So you know,
That's good for you.
yeah,
Yes.
that's nice.
Yeah. Anyways, Timmy, you're back. Did you, is this the help that you brought? Because this seems
Small.
lacking.
Yes, but we have earplugs.
What?
Great.
We also have holy water.
We also
Well,
have
we had holy water.
we also have a plan, an actual plan.
Well, let's hear it.
There we go. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get into the hot spring as soon as possible. So we are hoping that a couple of you might feel well enough to help us out in essentially keeping the harpies distracted while we get into the middle of the hot spring.
Okay.
I'm hoping that if we remove that source that's intertwined with the roots, as Timney described, that will turn the hot spring back to what it was, into its holy water, and then we can fully kill these harpy degenerates with that water.
Interesting. Well, we haven't really had a plan since about the beginning, so I'm down for whatever.
All right. Does anybody need wounds tended to beforehand?
No, I think we're all right.
Okay. Let's
It's
go. I have to take a wee, so.
Go have fun.
In the pouch?
No!
Not in the pouch, not in the pouch. Alright, well, I guess we'll take some of your buds and we'll head on. Over
Sounds
there?
smashing.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Let's go fuck up some hoppies.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's go time.
So, hey. Couple of you. So, Timney puts you guys down, and then him and the other two frost giants split away from y'all to go and cause a disturbance on one side of the hot spring, while you guys have the opportunity to circle around or attack the hot spring wherever y'all want.
I was looking for the minis, but I guess.
They are. Oh well, Mason has them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Unfortunate, right?
We'll just use some dice.
Works for me.
Old school.
We don't need anything specific, so.
Should bring some chess pieces next time. I'm a 4.
Okay, so the some of them left on the other side.
Yeah, so they split to go on one side. That way, you guys could attack. You know, they're gonna cause a distraction on one end, and you guys can approach it from whichever end you guys want.
Okay.
So if you're jealous?
Do we see the like orb or whatever from
So
where
as you
we are?
guys start to approach closer towards the center of the mountaintop, and kind of swung around a little bit, you guys can see that the hot spring is massive. It looks like a little. It looks more like a lake than like a hot spring, if you will. It's a couple 100 feet across in diameter.
It is a giant hot spring.
And in the center of it, there seems to be some kind of maybe raft type structure. It's so far away you can't really make out the fine details. But you do see that there doesn't seem to be any bridges that lead to it, but it's kind of floating there. It almost seems to be like anchored. And you can see there's these weird, like almost root-like growths that come from beneath it and stretch down into the hot spring and then anchor themselves into like the walls of the hot spring.
How far deep in the the hot spring's
About
massive?
150 feet
Okay.
is how far you have to go to reach where the raft portion is.
Well, in a couple of levels, I might be able to run on water. So
Let me. I'm just gonna ask my armor. How far do you think you can reach?
Not that far.
Do the sticky hand move.
Maybe we should have.
And do you think you can eat that if we do get there?
Give me some floaties.
It can't really see what's
I
on
wouldn't be able
the
to make
altar
it, or
section.
even like you
Fair.
with Timney.
Would anyone like to do a perception
no, we
check?
Yes.
Around like
Timmy
the
dropped
edges?
us off.
Oh, he dropped stuff right.
Yeah. So they're on the other side of this.
27.
Distracting the
So
harpies.
while you guys are
Sneak
trying to think
up.
of like how you would get to the center,
14.
You guys do, well, at least Rock, you do notice that there's, okay,
What
Lion,
did
you also
we do?
notice.
Perception?
Yeah.
28.
So everyone but Pig notices that
He's looking at the water.
there does
He's like,
seem to be a,
Water.
almost like a small, like rudimentary kind of like pier that was built. And they seem to have like a rowboat on there, but it's like a giant sized rowboat. So it's like rather big and the oars are fucking huge.
Maybe we should have kept one of the frost.
Do you have a swim speed?
Wait, are all the frost giants gone?
Yeah, all three of them went over
Yeah.
to cause a distraction like you guys asked.
Well, you can just get mad.
Technically speaking,
But there's no enemies.
I'm your enemy.
Ah!
oh shit.
Do you have to have an enemy?
Yes, you
Yeah.
do for
Can I
rage.
fight you?
Technically, yes, but he would have to kill you.
No, he would just be rowing. He's rage rowing.
Maybe we can break off a piece of it and like make a makeshift.
Wait, I have an idea.
Kind of like platform.
What if you toss me?
Toss me.
It's like 100-something feet.
Don't tell the half-orc.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, how far can I leap? But can't leap 100 feet.
Wait, how far can you leap?
Probably about 50 feet.
All right.
I think I think the max is your speed.
And how far can you throw?
Not at all.
Okay.
So then should we just send Pig then?
How far can you throw?
How do you calculate that?
I don't know.
Pig, make me a perception check again.
Maybe if we put a bunch of little like pieces of wood and floated them out, and I could leap between the pieces of wood.
30-20?
You notice that there seems to be a massive shark swimming in this hot spring. And it seems to be the same shark that was swimming in the last like healing spring that you guys found.
How does it look? Does it like look bad, or does it look like it's in perfect shape still?
Looks like a
So
shark.
you can't really tell bad or good from where you're at right now. But what you do notice with the 20 is that it seems to be like, as it swims in like a circle around here, it seems to try to like bite at the roots that are growing from that like that middle thing.
Okay. Then Pig is gonna turn to the rest of the party. He's like,
Okay, so do you remember how I told you about the shark that was inside of the hot spring or the healing spring in the forest?
No.
Oh yes,
Remember-
your shark.
I remember Randall shocking the water.
Yes. And there was a dragon in there.
Yep.
But there was also a shark.
Oh. I think I assumed the shark was the dragon.
No, I think I know the difference between a dragon and a shark.
I didn't.
Anyway, I can see the same shark down here, except it's trying to attack at the roots.
I'm gonna look in the water. Do I also see the shark?
No.
yeah, it's also magazine.
We've dismissed these
Who is your god, Pig?
Who is your god?
The shark god.
Yes.
Ooh, ha,
Of
ha.
course.
Maybe the shark god can help us if you see him and he's trying to get at the same thing that we want to get rid of.
Well,
Maybe you should go have a conversation with him or something.
it's always quite nerve-wracking meeting your heroes, but I guess I'll have to go and meet him once again.
Yeah, and the last time it was okay, right?
And
Last time it was somewhat okay. There was a dragon that we almost had to fight.
But Randall's not here this time.
Randall
so-
is not here this
do
time.
you
That's a good point.
feel safe? I mean, we can get with you.
Of course I'm not safe. I'm stuck with you guys, but
Fair.
I will go on my own. Don't you worry. I
Okay.
can hold my breath up to 6 hours, and I think you guys can only hold it up for like maybe 2 minutes.
Maybe 2 minutes. You're correct. All right, we'll stand out here, stand
Reasonable.
watch.
I can hold my breath for 4 minutes.
Wow, amazing. Dives.
Not 6 hours,
So
but
you run up to the edge and you dive in. And you just assume you just kind of start beelining it to the shark god, or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
swim down.
So it does take
Trying to
you.
avoid like any of the roots or whatever.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it does take you a while, and you get this like almost itchy feeling while you're swimming in this, like kind of like a.
is it like your bath's too hot?
No, it's more of like if you were like somewhat allergic to something, right? And you start to get that on you.
I know
It'll cause like your like eyes to start to like water and
you
stuff.
start getting
and
hives and shit.
Yeah. And so like at first it's like a mild like irritant, and it starts to get like worse as you're like swimming. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You do make it to your shark god as he's once again like trying to like bite on something. Doesn't seem like he's noticed you.
Okay. How should I get this attention? I mean, I can't talk underwater. That's weird. No one can talk underwater. I'm going to start, I guess...
You can try to talk like a whale.
Hello, whales and sharks are different creatures.
Oh, yeah, but maybe you'll get
One's
his
a mammal.
attention. As he get the attention of.
Okay.
Just like look
Yeah,
into
that's
the
true.
water and just see him just
Yeah, I'll start...
What do I do?
I'll
Like,
start swimming in place and just start, like,
excuse me,
waving
sir?
my...
start, Circus?
waving
sir,
my hands around.
Okay. So he doesn't seem to notice you, even though you're like waving your hands around and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to get closer to it, like where it actually is.
Like touching it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you touch it, you feel like your consciousness is almost like drawn into the shark god, and you hear it almost sounds like he's like raving, and he's just you hear like over and over again, destroy corruption, destroy corruption, destroy corruption, destroy corruption, destroy the corruption. What are you doing here?
Shark God, I have returned.
Odd, but good. Maybe you can help.
Yes, actually, we were trying to. I was hoping I could get your help with some of these roots, but it seems that you're already tackling this.
These are
this
very
thing.
evil, corrupted roots.
Unfortunately, this
They
isn't
need
my
to be
first.
destroyed.
Yeah, I can tell.
Are you capable of doing it?
Capable, I'm not entirely sure of. Because as far as we're concerned, every instance that we've traveled and seen this corruption, it's been difficult to try to get rid of it. The only time that I've seen corruption ever been fully eliminated is by my companion's armor.
Armor?
Yes,
Interesting.
it's made
Didn't
out
know armor
of
could do that.
bones.
Strange.
It's strange
Regardless,
indeed.
we must destroy this corruption.
But how?
The object in the center, the raft itself, is corrupted.
The
It is-
raft?
yes. It is what is generating this corruption. It was made by a very ancient god and seeped in its darkness. It being here, it'll be almost as bad as what happened to the forests. We cannot allow for this to happen.
No, not again.
If this happens, it will open up a portal to hell. And it will allow for demons to rain down.
That definitely doesn't sound good.
So, there are two things that must be done, little pig. First, the connection to this hot spring must be destroyed. These roots must be cleaved. After they've been destroyed, the center part, the part that is corrupted, must be removed from these waters. Either by destroying it or pulling it out, something. It doesn't matter what. It must be destroyed or removed. It cannot taint these waters anymore. And there is one other thing. There is something else that was placed on that raft in the middle. Try to preserve it. It will be useful later on. It is not evil, but it can be made evil. It can be corrupted like everything else. And that is what they are currently doing to it.
They're just trying to convert whatever's found in that middle of the raft.
Yes.
Okay. But
something has been placed there.
How can
It
we
holds great power.
how can we cleave these roots if not even you can bite them away?
I do not have a physical form, as you know. I show up to you because you are a true believer of me, and as such you can perceive where I've left bits and pieces of my essence. All I can do is try to guide you on what needs to be done.
Then as long as you show me the way, then I will walk that path.
Very, very well. You should be able to either bite or cut these roots. They are thick, but I believe you to be strong enough.
And if you believe in me, then so do I believe in you.
The more believe in me.
Believe in you that believes in me.
With this, I will release you. You know what you must do.
Rip it there.
Until it is done.
Yeah, when his conscience
My
got
lord.
sucked out, it's just, I think Pig died.
like while his consciousness is in there, like this conversation, like it definitely takes them a lot longer than it seems. It's like the opposite of a dream, right? You know, you have this like dream, and you're like, shit, man, I felt like it was really short. But in this instance, like you guys saw like Pig swim to like the other side as you guys were like getting in the rowboat and starting to row, and then you guys just see Pig just slowly just it's just like floating there.
Should we fish him out of there?
We should probably try to.
We should probably get far away from here. Whatever's in that center, kill Pig immediately.
Do I wake up in the middle of that? Or?
So Pig, while you were down there, you did see that the way that the roots had kind of grown, it wasn't as easy as it had seemed from the top. There were four that kind of went out from the corners, and there were several that went like straight down.
Oh, from the raft, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and at the bottom of the ones that went straight down, there's this circular, like, mass of roots that are kind of just like floating in the water, and this is what seems to be like giving off that pulsating like red light every now and then.
Okay.
And it's a rather like thick area, almost like it seemed big enough to you to where there could have been like a walkway that went down there.
What? Like, what do you mean?
As in, like, the width of it was big enough for like a circular walkway. As if someone wanted to like walk down
into hell.
Into hell.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that larger bulb that was down there was bigger than like the stem of it going down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So am I awake now?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you wake up, you're at the top. Your skin feels very irritated.
Yeah. Okay.
The boat's like 50 feet away from you.
Okay.
The platform's like 100 feet.
I'm gonna swim back towards my companions before I check
thank
my
God he's
skin.
not dead. Oh man.
All right. I guess I get up. I look around and be like, I'm still alive, and then just swim back.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we keep on
So it
rowing.
only causes temporary death. That's good to know.
No, I wouldn't.
Wait, like the Great Knight armor?
I was talking to my god.
Oh no.
What did your God say?
Well, so here's the thing. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do anything about it, but the raft seems to be one of the big sources of the corruption in this area. Underneath the water, there's a big root system, mainly one big root coming from the bottom of the raft, and then one from each of the corners.
Since the raft is square, right? Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
What my god told us to do is to try and cleave these roots and then also destroy whatever that raft is, as well as preserve what's in the center of that raft. The raft seems to be that object that they're after, that they're trying to corrupt with the roots, is powerful enough, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what it's supposed to do. Oh, by the way, this is a portal to hell.
Wonderful. So all I have is a dagger to cut.
Hey, that's some slicing.
That's better than what I have to cut, as I can just hold up my mitts.
Oh, you know what? I'll make like a little incision and then you just punch the rest of it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, alright. So I guess on our way there in this giant raft, we'll cut as many roots as we can.
Yes, we're going to have to cut as much as we can.
Drop me off at that raft as quickly as you can.
Now, here's the thing, though.
He said that
he
this...
did also say destroying it would also do it.
Destroying
Cutting the roots or destroying like the central system.
Yeah, which is
The big root thing, right?
It's that big it's like the raft with whatever that like the.
Oh, so if you destroy the item that's being corrupted, like not the
item that's being corrupted,
the
but like the source of the corruption that's within there, that would also work.
Within the root system thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a big clump of roots, by the way, underneath that we could also attempt to destroy.
I don't think I can hold my breath.
That's the only issue.
What is y'all's passive perception?
15.
So it'd be 25.
Okay.
Oh wait, plus
so
10.
As you guys are talking about this,
24.
Y'all notice that someone seems to like start like walking up onto like the raft, as in like you see like their head, and then like they seem to like take like a step, and then it's like their shoulders, and then like their chest, and like so on and so forth, as if they were coming from somewhere underneath. You guys do recognize this person. It is the Harpy King.
Oh, fuck.
With the very
How far away is it?
You're about 50 feet away.
What's my range on my hand crossbow?
He looks over, like he's kind of like surveying it, and he notices you guys, and he
I think it's 60.
starts
right?
taking to the air.
You! As we point at, or I point up to.
All right, so I'm gonna talk to my armor like, as I'm running. All right, we're in the shit now. All right, we're gonna get that platform as soon as we touch down. You start eating. You just keep eating until there's nothing left of that platform. You got it?
Eat what? Eat?
Whatever, anything that's corrupted on there.
Eat the roots.
Do you guys want me to shoot him or
Please.
hold off on
No.
it?
Yes.
On the Harpy King?
Think of it like bones.
No.
I'll get you a big bone if you do this.
No.
Yes.
Scary.
If he's going to stay and fight, then you should probably fight.
I don't know if
Harpy
he's
King.
leaving somewhere.
That's the
I think he
or
said he
fighting.
started taking.
Are you a
Like,
bone
after,
armor or are
after
you
he
a...
noticed you guys, that's when he kind of started to like take off, and you can see that he's like pulling his bow off from his shoulders.
I immediately shoot, I guess. Yeah.
Is the crossbow already loaded and everything?
No, I would have to load it, yeah.
Okay. Would you guys like to do this fight today?
I think tomorrow. Or
Probably
not
not.
tomorrow,
Or
but
next
you know,
session.
Tomorrow? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stop here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll start out next session then with you guys fighting the Harpy King.
You have to find something for Gronar to do.
And eliminating the corruption, hopefully.
One can only hope.
And Gronar's he's going to do what he's always done best, is one step right behind us.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can say that Gronar was taken with you.
He was.
Ah, yes, I forgot. In this bag of holding, I've had a Gronar.
I think the bag of holding holds enough air for someone to survive in there for a couple of days or something. So
Yes.
I don't think is it days? I thought it was like minutes.
No, it's
like an hour.
it should be hours, actually.
Is
I
it
think.
hours? I know it's based on the size.
Well,
too.
first let's calculate about how much space will be in the bag of
It's
holding.
50.
So,
It's 50 bulk. That's the one that we have.
Yeah.
all right, and so whatever bulk isn't taken up by shit is probably taken up by air.
By Gronar.
He's a big boy, so yeah, by Gronar.
He is a big boy. That's actually true.
Yeah, we'll say that the Gronar was with you guys. At the very least, like carried along or tagged along or something.
Okay.
Because he would have healed by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be good to go.